All right, so y'all, we in here, man. We on the mic, man. We on this next podcast. We're gonna be the Maarcus Hall podcast. We in here. We got some special guests up in here. We got Alex. He's my shoe dealer right there. You know what I'm saying? So anytime I get shoes, he's a reason why. So give it up. We gonna give it up for
Nikes only though. Nikes and Jordans only. No Asics.
So yeah, so Alex get the can claps, and we also have in here. We have Anthony. You know he's been here before, so we got Anthony up in here.
Yep, back again.
Shout out to Anthony. So and we also got a new special guest. We got Tayshawn up in here, y'all. Tell the people what's up. So put the mic closer to your mouth, man.
What's up, man? So how y'all doing today?
So yeah, so he up in here. So yeah, so and last but not least, we have a known face in here. We got Nate, but you on the camera so they can see you. So
they can see me?
Yeah, it's gonna switch over. See, we got you right here. So yeah, so y'all come on in. All right, so yeah, so like I said, we're gonna I put out there already. We're gonna talk about the NFL draft. We're gonna talk about some playoffs. So we're gonna go ahead and start with the and we have another special guest. We got J-Lub up in here, y'all. Y'all can't see him, but he's in here, y'all. J-Lub. Straight up.
King Griffey III.
Say something loud so they can know you in here. Like we ain't tripping. Yeah, we can hear you. We can hear. We'll turn it up so we can hear y'all. So we talking about the draft. So I want to discuss like the first pick. Now the first pick to me, I think that was a weird pick. I wasn't expecting that pick. Baker Mayfield going to Cleveland. To me, I don't agree with it. I think I don't think it's gonna work out with that. I think it'll be another Johnny Manziel situation. And to me, it's like you doing the same. It's like to me, it ain't the same exact person, but it's kind of similar. So I thought they would kind of get away from that. So we're gonna get y'all thoughts about that first pick. So what you think about it, Alex?
Well, my first thing is I kind of agree. I don't like to be like, oh, he's just gonna be like Johnny Manziel, but it's too many similarities, and I think he's got a lot like to grow. But Tyrod Taylor is nice, so if they're feeling like they're going to give him a chance to grow, that's okay, I guess. But my main thing about the pick is I think they still could have got him at 4. They could have just drafted somebody else, and he probably still would have been there. So probably didn't need to do that with the first pick. But I mean,
because
to me, it works out.
It's going to blow his head up. I think right now he's like, oh yeah, I'm the first pick,
and he's already like that.
Yeah, so.
But my first thought was this is Cleveland being Cleveland.
Yeah,
and I hope I'm wrong, but. Because I want them to do well.
What you think about it, Anthony?
Well, I know Cleveland's GM used to be the Chiefs GM, so I know like how he decides to draft. He picks a lot of people where you don't think that he's going to select this person. Like he picked up Marcus Peters, and nobody thought he was going to be drafted in the first round. I don't know. I would have went with if you're going to not take one of the other quarterbacks, take Chubb or Barkley.
Right, they got Chubb though later on. Yeah. They got him.
Chubb went to the Broncos.
You sure?
Yeah, because they picked Denzel Ward number 4.
Oh, I thought Chubb did go to Cleveland.
No, he's talking about Chubb, the defensive end.
Okay.
The Chubb defensive end.
Gotcha. Okay.
They could have matched him with the pick they had last year, Garrett Miles, and they would have had at least pass rush because they're going to have that with Big Ben and I guess Cincinnati to a lesser degree with Andy Dalton, but get a pass rush at least.
Yeah.
I personally thought Rosen was the best quarterback in the draft. That was my personal.
That's what I said too. I agree. I said to me that's the number one quarterback in the draft too. So still by the Cardinals. So what you think about it, Tayshawn?
Man, I feel like it's a great pick.
Oh, he goes. He got one.
He's a game changer. He's a Heisman Trophy winner for a reason, man. I feel like.
But that's college ball though. It's NFL is totally different.
But you can say that with everybody though. You can say that with Rosen.
Look at Tebow. He got 3 of them, 2 or 3 of them.
He can never throw the ball though. College, he can. No, man, you can't compare.
Johnny Manziel got a Heisman Trophy too.
He was the problem though. Keep going all
the quarterback Heisman winners. So keep going.
Look at Matt Leinart. He ain't make it. So I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that. I don't believe in that.
And Jackson too, huh?
Oh yeah, Jackson won too. Yeah. So, but we'll see how he do.
You got to give the man a chance, man. I feel like he got to prove himself. He's a game changer, man. He's a competitor. Like,
Okay.
he's gonna bring that. He's gonna bring that competitive edge to Cleveland because they don't have it.
Yeah.
They don't show up every week. They just like, we know we're gonna lose. We don't have nobody to rally up the troops.
But grown
So
man
you
ain't
do
gonna
that.
have that rah stuff on. You know what I mean?
He don't
Like,
need to do that. He can come and perform.
I'm just saying, like, you know, is he a leader or is he like a rah guy? You know what I'm saying?
He's both, man.
Yeah.
He's both.
Okay.
So we're gonna have you pass the mic to Nate, and we're gonna get Nate's thoughts on this.
Listen, I can yell at y'all too, because I'm probably just gonna be yelling at y'all through the whole thing. I'm probably just gonna be chiming in from the background, telling how absurd y'all are. You know what I'm saying? So,
So what you
know,
think about the
probably,
pick?
You know, okay, look. First of all, they do the same thing. You know, it's Cleveland. It's Cleveland. So they looking for a hero. They're looking for a savior. Every year they're looking for some type of savior. They're never trying to build, and that's the mentality they take every single draft. And guess what happens it's Cleveland.
Yeah.
You gotta change your mentality up. It's Cleveland. It's the Cleveland Browns. Come on. Do we have to think the same way? Like, can we switch it up a little bit? It's the same pattern
And it's
every
so-
year. That's how I feel about this pick.
And
That's
it's,
how I feel.
and it's so soon too. Like I said, John Manziel, like was a couple of years ago, the same thing. Like I'm not saying he's not a good player. I think he's gonna be a good player, but NFL is a total different style to me. And then you waste your number one pick on that. Like I think you're gonna be doing the same thing next year. You're gonna be getting number one pick again. I don't think you're gonna improve. So
Yeah, like you said, they could get him at 4. You could probably get the same guy, and you could have got one of the other guys.
Right.
yeah,
But y'all said
Like
Rosen
Barkley
is the
was
best
decent.
player, but
the best quarterback.
his quarterback, I should
Yeah.
say. But his personality, they say he don't love the game of football. He's a spoiled kid. You know, he don't.
But you
he don't
saying the
respect his
same thing
coaches.
about?
They don't say he with Baker Mayfield. They don't say he don't respect the coaches. Or this problem is he's kind of immature in certain situations in the game, like that little sideline incident.
Okay.
And about the off field incident, but you never heard him about on drugs. You never heard him about not respecting his coaches.
That's
or
true,
He's
yeah.
spoiled and he don't love the game. He loved the game. Rosen, why you think he fell 10 spots? You know, and he was supposed to be the number one quarterback.
Outspoken. I think that's why he fell, just because they don't like somebody with an opinion.
Right.
But the other thing I question with Cleveland, though, is they play in cold weather, and they get the smallest quarterback out of all the quarterbacks. Like, it's going to be cold.
Yeah.
You got to have a guy that's going to be able to last. He's playing in Pittsburgh, in Cincinnati, in Cleveland, in Baltimore. It's cold all the time.
Yeah. So, and then, like I said, we're gonna have some people. Like, well, Nate, you might have the so we can see like the picks and stuff. But the second pick was Barkley. To me, that was a great pickup for the Giants. I think the Giants. That's all I really needed was like a run game, kind of help their offense out because their defense is gonna be real solid. They got the best receiver in the league. To me. With OBJ, I'm not a fan of him. Some people say Brown, some people say Julio Jones, but to me, I think OBJ is the best receiver in the league right now. So the way stuff he do to the game, he can change the game that quick. You know, he can take it to the house and the whole game change. So and I've seen it with my own eyes. He did the biggest catch on us. You know what I'm saying? So he has that capability to do it. But I think Barkley to me was the second best pick in the draft to me for the Giants. That's a great pick. What you think about it? Because we Cowboy fans, so we got to face him twice a year now.
Yeah, I was disappointed.
So,
I don't want to see him crashing through. You know.
Yeah, that's gonna be.
I thought the Browns were really going to take him. I didn't think that the Giants were going to get a chance to get at him.
Yeah.
But no, I think that's a solid pick. I mean, I think the only thing about that pick is, do they feel like Eli can last a while? Like, is Eli going to be there 2-3 more years where they can draft somebody later in the second or third round and be a project? Because if they don't believe that, then they probably should have got a quarterback.
Yeah.
Or even if they move back and get a quarterback.
But you got a couple more rounds, so they could get another quarterback.
That's what I'm saying. But this, I mean, a lot of it was almost like there was those 5-6 quarterbacks at the top, and then everybody after that is just way far down. You know what I mean? So,
but he's the best running back coming out of college too, right?
Oh yeah,
so you got to take him. So
yeah, I think if they didn't have if the Browns would have taken him, they would have went quarterback.
Right.
But they saw him and they're like. And plus, they see what Ezekiel Elliott did a couple years ago. Like,
change the whole environment.
Immediately come in and
similar player, you know. So, but I think he's a little bigger and he's a little faster. So, like I said, I hope he don't do well, but he might. So,
at least not 2 weeks out the year.
Right. So, what you think about the pick?
I like that pick, but I'm gonna say something similar. Is I don't know that they think Eli's gonna play that long. It just seems like I wonder how much thought they gave into actually picking him versus taking one of the quarterbacks that they probably didn't think was, because I heard that the Giants thought that Darnold was the best quarterback in the draft.
Yeah.
And I wonder how much thought they put into, okay, well, now we got this choice that we didn't think we were going to have this now. Because They probably would have took Barkley had the Browns took Darnold.
Okay,
But then I thought about them getting rid of JPP. Didn't they get rid of
they
him?
did. Yeah,
And I was thinking maybe Chubb could go there because they do need another defensive lineman because that's what the Giants are usually
That's
known
their
for.
strength,
Strahan. And
yeah, but their defense is solid. Though. They get somebody to come in there because JPP he wasn't that. He did okay when after his injury, but he wasn't that. Yeah,
that's his.
so I think they'll be like I said, the defense solid. They got the best one of the best secondaries in the thing. So I think they'll be solid with that. What you think about that pick?
That was a great pick. Great pick. And then after that, they got his, offensive linemen so they can block for him because, that offensive line was horrible last year. Horrible. So everybody was saying they get him, they're not going to, he's not going to be able to do what he did with Ezekiel Elliott did because he came in with a great line, offensive line. It was already built ready for that run game. But they got a few players and he's going to show out, man.
Yeah.
He's going to show out.
So that's how you gonna give me thumbs up.
Yeah, I think that's
so you go ahead and start with the second. You start with the third pick, then you go
Alright.
from there. So you're gonna do that.
Okay, cool. So we gonna act like that's not happening.
Is somebody knocking?
Yeah. Okay. I was
Alright.
trying to know what he was doing.
Okay, so who was the third pick again?
So the third pick we got Denzel Darnold, right? Sam Darnold.
Oh yeah.
That's the stud right there, right? That's the stud quarterback, big man.
Yeah.
That's the one with
He can
the
make all the
size.
throws. He's more like a Brett Favre, kind of like he can make all the throws, but he's got a lot of turnovers too.
Yeah.
But I think he's gonna be a great and fumbles. Yeah, like Mark Sanchez, who the Jets also drafted out of USC. So I don't know. It's weird, so many parallels there, but I think he's gonna be a really good quarterback. I thought he was the best quarterback in this draft.
Yeah. I mean, he got some size, right? Who's that? 221.
yeah, he's a big guy. Yeah, he's really big.
He's a big guy. He's not like towering over the line or nothing like that, but he's pretty sturdy, right? He's listed as 6'3".
Well, the interesting thing I found out about him though is he didn't start playing started quarterback in high school until like his senior year,
Okay.
and then he got scouted.
Did he play baseball? He went to USC. He must play baseball, right?
Maybe.
Probably, yeah,
he probably played baseball.
So he must be just a natural.
He's
talent,
only
right?
20, so he had the 2 year. He had 1 year in senior in high school, starting, and then the 2 years at USC. So this guy is like really young, though. So not a lot of experience.
And he put a dent in the USC. I think he actually changed the whole winning mentality. I believe when he went there, he kind of gave him some.
He brought him back some confidence.
Yeah, he did kind of. I'm not really save USC, but he kind of brought some prestige back, some relevance back to it. I agree.
Ever since Pete Carroll left, it wasn't quite the same. So
Right.
Yeah,
Yeah.
then they had the coach that whatever happened to him, he was drunk.
What's his name?
oh yeah, that he was
DUI is all
Steve Sarkisian. Yeah.
So what about his negatives? How y'all feel about? They talk about his like fundamentals is not really sound. Like
Because he's young. I think it's just because he's young.
just
But
young.
He's going into a situation where McCown is there, so he has somebody that I know he's not the greatest quarterback ever, but
He's solid, steady quarterback.
yeah, because the Jets actually weren't half bad for half the season, though. They actually were competing, so at least he can learn something from him.
And the Jets always have a pretty good defense. So
Yeah, they do.
But man, they got like 50 quarterbacks there. They have
Did we talk about Bridgewater?
yeah, they got Bridgewater.
Okay,
there,
yeah. And McCollum State.
Bryce Petty, Christian Hack. They have like 6 quarterbacks.
Did they pay the McCollum too?
Yeah,
They paid him too. So,
so they're just gonna let them all go out there.
but I think later in the draft there could be some trades going on too. So
I wonder how
Gonna have to
Bridgewater's
happen.
feeling though,
I
because he
think
came
he
there
traded.
thinking he was gonna get.
I think he might be trade bait.
Yeah,
Somebody
like,
might give him
he
a
thought he
chance.
was going there to play.
I thought he could have came to the Cardinals.
That's what
That's what I thought he would have did. It would have been kind of a better pickup, but
no, the
They don't need him now.
The Cardinals lucked out though with their pick. I mean,
Yeah.
I don't want to jump ahead though. Where we
Yeah.
at? Where we at?
Go ahead.
no. So what's our next pick? We'll be at,
Well, we-
and y'all can go ahead. And,
we-
like I said, this gonna be a different podcast. We gonna be eating pizza. We gonna be eating chips, and we gonna be eating we got little snack cakes and stuff. So y'all excuse us. So we didn't get no love really on Facebook Live, man. So y'all go ahead.
Hey,
If y'all
we
can
here.
share it, you know what I'm saying. They'll watch it later though. So. But yeah, y'all go ahead and get get that pizza going. We'll flip it around. You know what I'm saying? So you
Yeah, I ain't ate since lunch. I'm
know what I'm
hungry.
saying? We gonna get y'all. We gonna be. Like I said, we're not gonna be in here long, but we're gonna get some good debate going on. So
This pepperoni right here.
yeah, and that other one is
Got some cheesy bread.
yeah. So Alex, what was the next pick on that, Alex? Was it we
trying to
did
find
Jets?
It was Yeah, we did the Jets 3. So 4 was the guard from Notre Dame, right? The Browns took that guard.
Okay, so they got a guard. See that don't make sense.
The Brown, no, they took the cornerback.
Oh no, that's right. They took Ward out of
Ward.
Ohio State. My bad. I'm good. I'm good right
That would have made sense if Chubb wasn't there.
What's this right here?
now. I know. That's what. Yeah.
Cheese and a sausage.
Like, what are you doing, Cleveland? What are you?
You want to?
doing?
You could
But
put
that's
you
what
could
it
put
is.
it next to him on the floor there on the couch. If you want
That's a
to.
solid player though.
I'll take a.
Yeah, plus he gets to stay home.
Right, and Cleveland. That was interesting. Yeah, the Cleveland took somebody from Ohio too. Yeah.
They might as well put LeBron out there, quarterback. Just go ahead and just say forget it. Just sign him.
No, you could play tight end or something, fullback or something. But yeah, I mean, I think I don't know. I mean, Cleveland, their defense has got to be good in that division. They got to keep their defense strong. So, I mean, that's a good pick with the corner.
Yeah, and I'm gonna kind of change that up a little bit too on this. Instead of going one by one, we'll start talking about the kind of the popular picks and what I like about the draft. So
For sure.
I think like I said the number one pick I thought was to me was the Cardinals. That's them picking
That was
up.
the pick of the draft.
I
the
think-
pick of the first round.
To me, that's for the reason why I said it because the Cardinals they never do stuff like that. They never go out of the box and get something they really need. So for them to get
They
it Rosen
usually make a
and for him to drop that low for them to me is a steal. I think he's gonna be a great asset to them. And like Bradford is the quarterback, but I think he might start the first 2 games, and after that is Rosen team. And then to me, so
I like that.
What's a pick to you that like your favorite pick is going on? You think to me the Cardinals that pick was my favorite pick of the draft so far.
Well, I got to comment on Roquan Smith out of Georgia. I'm a big Georgia fan, so I was watching for all the Bulldogs, that got picked and everything. I'm always keep an eye on them in the draft every year. So Roquan Smith is a beast. I was wishing there was a way the Cowboys could have got him because I thought they were going to go linebacker, but there was no way he was going to last that long.
Where did he go?
He went to the Bears at pick number 8. So
that's a good pick.
that's a good pick because the Bears always have a tradition. They always have a tradition
Singletary.
of linebackers. So, I think he's going to go there and do really well
Yeah.
try to settle them down. And hopefully the offense gets going, with the picks they did last year. So we'll see.
Yeah. So we're going to go to Tayshaun. What's your favorite pick so far?
Denver.
Who they get?
Chubbs.
Okay.
Yeah, him and what's his
Von
name?
Miller?
Von Miller, man. That's gonna be nasty.
And Shane Ray.
That's gonna be
Yeah,
nasty.
Shane Ray's a beast too. He's from Missouri, so we already know about him. Yeah,
Yeah, the tattoo of the Chiefs logo on his back.
yeah. He's
So Chubb
KC for real.
is he a DN or a linebacker?
He's a DN, right?
But they won 3-4 though, don't they?
They probably switched it.
They're gonna do something. They're gonna make it work.
either that or just
Because that's a pick. I don't know.
Because Von Miller was on Instagram happy because he's
Really?
tired of being double teamed and triple teamed and everything.
See, I don't know too much about Chubb. So is he pretty fast?
He's a big man. He could do it all, man. He's a
Okay.
beast. He's a game changer.
Okay.
He's better than whoever did a Cleveland draft last year to me. What's his name?
I forget
Garrett
him.
Miles.
Yeah, I feel
Yeah.
like he's 100 times better, but
Yeah,
Dang, and Miles was a number 1 pick, wasn't he?
yeah,
he was.
he didn't really do nothing last year.
So Nate, who's your favorite pick of the draft so far?
I'm surprised ain't nobody said Lamar Jackson.
So that's your favorite pick?
That's my favorite pick. Lamar Jackson's my favorite pick.
Man,
Wow.
Ain't nobody said it, but
I wanted him
crazy.
to go to the Patriots.
that's my favorite pick.
I wanted him.
That's
to
who
go to
I'm
the
rooting
Patriots,
for in this
yeah.
draft. Everybody else,
But he's not gonna play for like another 3 or 4 years.
that's true. But I don't know.
know.
I don't know. I don't know.
A year, 'cause
I don't know. We may see him.
Man,
We
Flacco.
might see him more than we anticipate this coming year. We might see him a
Man,
little bit more than we thought.
He's on
Flacco is
his
that guy.
last
He
year.
he
Just
got
saying.
paid. He got to earn that money.
Terrible since he got paid too.
he's not producing at all.
Well,
just saying,
I think,
just saying, that's a perfect position.
but
for
you
him.
got to think about it.
I'm rooting for him.
He haven't had no receivers. Flacco, what receivers has they all left him.
Maybe that's why
Anquan
they
Bolton
want-
left him. Steve Smith left him. So Smith left him.
Maybe
You don't have
that's
nobody to
why-
throw the ball
that's
to.
why
No
they
tight
want-
end.
That's why they
Dan's
want somebody that
turned
can create, though.
Huh?
That's why they want somebody that can create. He's going to have to be on the run sometimes. I mean, I don't know, but I think the only thing I like the player, not the pick, just because I don't think Baltimore is going to be using him right. Like, if he would have went to a team that has creative offense and, like, can really get New Orleans or, like, the Patriots, I was really hoping the Patriots would have drafted him.
Well, I don't
'Cause that would have been incredible.
Options and
If we talking
But
about like picks and
What
who
if?
did the best and what we like, but
Mm.
I don't like none of them.
Nobody made themselves, like, significantly better.
No. Do you agree? Do you disagree with that?
I think the Cardinals did.
Cardinals did.
The Cardinals
Yeah,
did
Cardinals
definitely.
definitely
Because the other pick,
This year, we talking about this year. Or we talking about like
this
over
coming
a
up.
span of more than 1 year.
I would say this year
Because maybe if you talk about a span of more than 1 year, then we could talk a little more significantly about what's the better pick. But if you talk about next year,
like nobody's jumping off the page.
No.
with you. I mean Barkley will probably be the most impactful.
yeah, Barkley
pick
would be the
next
most.
year. But
Yeah,
just
but
because running back.
that's a given for me.
Right.
That's just I think you don't even have to say that.
Right. No. Yeah. Right. Because I mean he's a running back. That's the easiest that translates to the NFL.
Yeah, for next year.
Hand me the ball, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
You know?
I
But
will
everybody
say
else-
about your Jackson pick, though, the one thing that he does have a coach, quarterback coach, Roman, or the offensive coordinator.
Yeah, I like
he was
him.
there with
Vic.
Colin Kaepernick in
And
San
Vic.
Francisco. Yeah,
Oh,
And Mike
yeah.
Vick.
yeah. So that's actually not a bad spot for
Figure
him
out
to
a way
go.
to do it. Yeah. Who else? I'm trying to see what other big.
My
picks there
favorite
were.
probably was the that was my favorite.
That's
The
a
Falcons.
sleeper pick. That's a sleeper pick.
Who's that?
Calvin Ridley.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
He
yeah,
left.
yeah,
He
yeah.
fell. He fell and fell and fell.
Why, I thought
went
the
to Atlanta.
Cowboys were going to take him.
He went to Atlanta.
We was supposed to take him. So you bringing it up? So I'm talking about my favorite pick. I ain't saying nothing about the Cowboy. We got a Cowboy gear on.
Yeah.
But the thing with that, I don't understand that pick. But the last few years, when they pick somebody, I'm like, who is Fredericks? Who is Zach Martin?
But
And early on, we see why they got those picks. So
Right.
maybe they see something I don't see in him. But I seen a clip though when they cause the draft is in Dallas. So when they picked him, like all the Cowboy fans got up and left. I was like, can you imagine being that player, like seeing
Oh,
that
that's
dude?
not
It's
bad,
like
man.
you got drafted by the Cowboys, and you in the stadium you're gonna play at, and you see all the Cowboys got up and leave. So to me, it's gonna give them a lot of motivation, and it's gonna be a lot of pressure at the same time too, because that first pick, because we got Taco last year, and he didn't do anything yet. So hopefully he come around, but. I don't know. So what do you think about that pick, Alex, since you're a Cowboys fan?
Yeah, my thing as a Cowboys fan is that's why we make ourselves look bad. Like, I mean, Cowboys fans are delusional sometimes.
Yeah.
Like, if it's not exciting, if it's not flashy, then it's not good. But what we've learned is, and what I think more importantly Jerry Jones has learned is, you got to do what's right for the team.
Right.
And Sean Lee is always getting injured, but when we have him, he changes our defense.
Mhm.
So they look at this kid, they're like, he's smart, he's a middle linebacker,
Big guy.
Him, Jalen Smith, and then Sean Lee for a couple more years, maybe teaching him how to be that guy.
Okay.
That's gonna really solidify our defense, and that's what we need. We need our defense to do well.
And we're looking to get Earl Thomas too. So if we get Earl Thomas, I think he could be a big mentor to that whole defense because he's been there, done that. He's been to 2 Super Bowls. He's a hitter, so he know how to do that. So
And we got a lot of young secondary pieces that he can maybe teach and bring
right,
along.
exactly.
Yeah,
So
we took Hitchens from you guys too.
Yeah. See, that's what I'm saying. We lost a linebacker, so we
that's
need.
who was coming in for Lee all the time too.
right, exactly.
Right. If
And we
didn't
had
have
Durant
Hitchens-
too, so I don't know what happened with him though.
If we didn't have Hitchens last year, we would have been.
Yeah, we've been
real bad.
lost. So
I'm so glad about that signing.
He's a good
Man,
player. He's a
whatever,
solid player.
dude. So yeah, so what's another pick you like, Tayshawn? What you got?
Man. You know what? I got to think about that one, man. I got to think about that one.
So
Because I feel like
Man, Stevenson
oh
going in right
my
now.
God! Anthony just told me to look at the TV. We here watching the game, and he knows I'm a big Cleveland fan. We getting blew out. Like it was just down by 8 earlier. Now we down by 20 that fast.
Indiana has blown this series. They should have won this series 2 games ago.
Yeah,
You
But-
can say the same thing all the way around, man. Why does everybody do that?
Well, I
Because
just
they were
the
supposed
team-
to win. The
Yeah,
Pacers are
Indiana's-
blowing a bigger opportunity because they weren't supposed to win.
yeah.
You know what I
Really?
mean?
Yeah, you
Like,
can't
why
keep
is
giving
everybody
somebody
saying
like
that?
LeBron.
'Cause
like,
LeBron's
So
the
that's
best player in
discussion.
the world.
That's a good discussion.
You
Let's
can't give
discuss
him that
that.
kind of
Let's
chance.
discuss that. Let's
He
discuss
should.
it.
He should
Yo,
win in the first
yo.
round.
But look the team he's got around him
But he's been doing
for the
that for
third
13
time.
He's been doing that for
No.
13
This is
years,
an
so-
unprecedented year right here.
What you mean?
This year he went through like I don't know how many lineups, 2 different coaches. I mean, come on, like
That's true.
Well, where he messed up was vouching to get Tristan Thompson and J.R. Smith those contracts because they can't sign it.
See,
That
he
team
tried to
is
be his own
handicapped.
GM.
That team is strapped with like money.
well, it's
now.
Cleveland. What else? What other options do you have if you LeBron?
I mean, people aren't
You
running.
gonna
that.
trust that? You gonna trust that organization to do what?
I wouldn't either. I wouldn't.
But
went
at
back
the
in
time,
first place,
too,
probably.
Tristan was hooping,
was hooping.
and JR was hooping too at the team. So you had to do
But
that.
listen,
They should have picked
listen,
one of
this
them.
is what I hate about these discussions. These are grown men.
Yeah,
These are grown men. Like oh, well, he should have done this or he should have done that. He should play differently because of this guy. I'm like, these guys are professional basketball players. They're the top 300 in the or 300 to 400. I'm like, why are we catering to the people who are not superstars? Like, you're a grown man, right? Then you playing on a professional team, right? So if you playing with a LeBron James, you should act accordingly as a professional. You should take advantage of opportunity.
Not everybody has that work ethic, though. You get like some of these players don't play like a lot. They should.
We don't, but why don't we talk about that? Why are we always talking about LeBron James? Yeah, this is exciting. Yeah, that's what I was saying earlier in the background.
No, I agree because I think most NBA players are like overgrown kids. Really, I mean, they're like they've always been like the man on campus.
All I know is basketball.
They got
and that's
money,
exactly.
So they don't, they got the attitude that goes with it. So when you come across players that are rare, like a old boy from Utah, like a Joe Ingles, like he's a professional. Like he got there being a professional.
Right,
you know what I mean? But people don't like those type of players because they're just like. I don't know.
It has to do with like.
But see, I think that's a better story.
Instead of playing in college, you think like because I know back in the day when people were staying in college 3 or 4 years, you didn't have them like somebody like Grant Hill played all 4 years and look how he carried himself.
You learn, yes, because I think you can see that with the players that are 3 and 4 year players when they come into the NBA as rookies and young players. They carry themselves differently. I think they don't have the up and downs, the growing pains, the rookie wall type stuff.
Yeah.
But with the one and dones, they're gonna have to learn because they're kids. They're just young kids.
I think you touched on something, but I think it pertains to a different set of players. You said earlier that a lot of these players come in thinking that they're, the top dog. Yeah, and I think those players are not the top. They're not the one and dones though.
Yeah.
Because if you think about it, the players who are like in the bottom, like the Jeff Greens and all those players, they're top players in their high school. They're getting written about them. You know what I mean? They're a top dog, averaging 45. They were the LeBron James of their communities.
Yeah, that's true.
And so I think that sometimes mentality carries over when they're asked to just, segment their skills to a particular role.
Right.
And so these role players is what I'm thinking about. These role players, I think, are suffering the most. And so, you know what I'm saying? Because the one and done, they got top billing. They know they're top billing, and everybody knows it. So we talk about it as such. But no one talks about the cats who used to have top billing.
Right.
And they're 6'8". They got the skill sets, like the Jeff Greens of the world.
Yeah.
There's like, a handful, just like 3 handfuls of those. You know what I mean? And you know what I'm saying? Yeah, so nobody really accepts that.
This game is over. Man.
The other thing is kind of sad, though. You see LeBron kills himself out there. He's been in the league 15 years, and you got guys that's barely in the league. Like, they're not even working as hard. It's like, why is this dude not working like that? I don't understand that.
That's what I'm talking about. I don't understand that.
How can like he's 15 years deep, and he's playing like he's his first year. Like, he hasn't earned it yet.
And people cater to that. People cater to and they shot out LeBron like, yo, you shouldn't have had him traded. You shouldn't have had him this. You should have been playing a GM. Like, yo. These grown men are playing with the best player in the world.
The best player in the world.
Yo, serve your role the best you can. Why are you playing so soft, Kevin Love? Why are you? You know what I'm saying? Like, what's going on there?
Yeah.
You know what I mean? You got your chip. You good? It's my saying. Everybody has a mentality. They cater to these players like they know they're going to be gone next year, and they know LeBron is on his way out the door, so they're not playing. It's like what? That's the narrative we're going to play here.
You don't know that,
no, really?
I feel you because it's like you picked up your check, didn't you? So why aren't you trying hard? Like, you know what I mean? Yeah. Like, no matter what the situation is, I don't like that either when players like, or they're not going anywhere, they're not going to get through the playoffs. So why? Yeah. Because you're putting that on film. Like, and that's your work ethic. Like,
and there's this whole thing like them losing around, they're getting blew out right now. Does this show they miss Kyrie? Because it's around time Kyrie would come in and help out a little bit, but he don't have that second score right now. Like say he trying to do all by himself. But Kevin Love, to me, he can do that, but for some reason I don't know if he's
system.
He's intimidated. He's intimidated. He's not ready.
He is injured.
He's not ready to show up.
He's injured. What are you doing? We miss him.
Who?
No, I'm just saying. If he wasn't injured, I'm saying the Cleveland they need that second person to kind of help out because LeBron right now he's the only player that's going to give it to him. But I say if Kyrie was playing right now with the Cleveland, he'll step in. The series will be over with by now because he'll come in. They play good together. You know what I'm saying? But right now LeBron is all on him right now. And I don't think he was expecting this series to be this hard either.
How much of that
is a hard series?
Is LeBron's fault though that he's not there though?
I don't think it's none of his fault.
What?
I don't think-
What you mean?
LeBron was doing his
He's a
job.
grown
You know, he was doing what he was
man,
supposed to
dog.
do. And
It's
then
definitely-
Kyrie didn't want
Kyrie's
to
a
be the little
grown
brother.
man.
That's what it was.
So Alex, you saying that it's LeBron's fault Kyrie's gone?
I think LeBron contributed to the environment that
Why?
Kyrie did not want to be a part of anymore.
Why? though?
Why?
Yeah.
Explain that.
Because it might not even be LeBron's fault because LeBron is LeBron. When he
Mhm.
just like Kobe or Jordan, like when they walk into a room or a
Personalities.
locker room, they suck the air out of the room.
Mhm.
There's players that don't mind that. There's other players that might feel like I'm not with it. Like so, I think Kyrie, like we were talking about earlier, he didn't want to be a little brother. He didn't want to be a
Right.
tag along. He didn't want to be Batman and Robin. You know what I mean?
I think
So-
he like the shot he hit. Without that shot, you could say without the block, they wouldn't have won the finals. But I think he even said it like they forgot about me. Like they don't talk about me. I hit this,
Right.
a bigger shot in the finals.
Because no
That's
matter
true.
what Kyrie does, it's on LeBron's back. Like,
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
but
Kind of in
the
a way.
thing is, but Kyrie got to understand is that he's LeBron though. Like he's LeBron, so you'll never be the top over LeBron. You
That's
won't
why
do
he
that.
said. That's why he's like, I'm gonna leave.
But the
I'm
thing
not-
to me,
I'm
saying that's
to
not
me
LeBron,
is
though. That's Kyrie's decision.
Right? Yeah. I
Yeah.
agree.
So it's not
Like I
on
said, like it
LeBron.
might
Right,
be
right.
completely.
Yeah,
You
but the
can't
other
set
thing,
the environment and stay perfectly full of hits.
No.
But we
I
don't
agree
know
with
what
what you're
he
saying,
had
but I'm
his
just saying
time,
that
though.
like LeBron contributed to it.
Kyrie had his time when he was in Cleveland by himself, man, and they was losing.
Yeah.
They had number one draft picks. Like he got that man a ring. Yeah, Kyrie played
a big
Kyrie
role,
played
but without LeBron, you
Big
ain't getting that
role.
ring.
Period.
You're not getting
Vice
that ring.
versa.
That's because
Vice
it's bad
versa, though.
drafts. So
No, I don't think it's vice versa. I don't think if you had a.
So wait.
I think if you had a solid point guard, if LeBron had a solid point guard, not good as not good as him, but a solid point guard, I think he still would've got a ring.
I don't think so. I think if you don't have Kyrie, so
I
who's a
think
solid
if
point
Draymond
guard?
Green wouldn't have got hurt.
Who's their point guard this year?
George Hill. You talking about Cleveland?
Yeah.
George Hill.
So swap
He's
George
not
Hill
even
for
playing. He hasn't
Kyrie.
played for 3 games.
That year when they won the finals.
I
They're gonna still
wouldn't-
win the finals. No way.
This year,
Oh,
George Hill, I wouldn't say to me a solid point guard. Let's see, a solid point guard to me like a Mike Conley is solid. You know what I'm saying? He's not good
So
as
Mike Conley's on that team and they still win the finals.
yes, definitely.
I don't know, man.
Definitely, because
I don't know
think
Mike
about it.
Conley.
Think about it. Mike Conley hit
thing.
big shots. He's not the swivel and
When
get to the hole like
when he
that.
plays,
But when
you know,
right-
he makes more than LeBron too.
Kyrie's a dog, man. I don't know.
Yeah,
Kyrie's
Kyrie's
a
a
dog,
beast.
man.
He has a different mentality.
Yeah,
but to me, like we
one-on-one.
said, but like we said, I'm saying if LeBron would have came, without LeBron coming to Cleveland, without them coming to Cleveland, I don't think they win. They in
You
the
know, the
finals.
problem with Cleveland is it's the same thing that happened to my Lakers. Like you can't play. They're not playing with ball movement. You can't have like your main player. He can't just dribble down and like go 1-on-1 with everybody.
Right.
You see, all the teams that are successful now, they're all based on ball movement. Like Golden State, Utah,
Mhm.
Houston, they're all ball movement. So that's why I don't know. Like, can LeBron even play with a point guard like that though, other than somebody like Kyrie?
Hold on. What we asking?
Oh.
Because
You questioning LeBron's ability?
No, I think he's saying because
Well,
LeBron's so
right, right.
He's not a
That's what
spot up shooter.
I gotta
I'm saying,
step in on that
play- No, I was
No,
saying,
no.
can he play with somebody that
like because LeBron's so
in
ball
the system?
dominant.
Yeah,
like,
it's somebody like
Uh-huh.
Golden State. I mean, he'll figure a way to fit in because he's really good. But I'm just
Uh-huh.
saying he's not a spot up shooter.
LeBron knows how
So
to
if
play
he had a
basketball.
point guard that didn't score like Kyrie, can he actually play with a player like that?
This is my thing. How if we watch LeBron and how he plays from quarters 1 through 3, even this year, even though he's having a crazy year, but if you take this year away and you look at his time in Cleveland and in Miami,
Mhm.
he was very, very distributory. You know, he was very even off ball movement. He was off
'cause
ball
he can
movement
see
was
the
pretty
floor.
on.
Yeah,
Yeah, so he has cut. I mean, the way he cuts to the basket and everything. I mean, he has vision with it, even when he doesn't have the ball.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So that's why I don't question whether he can fit in whatever system. You know what I mean? I think, like I said, I was saying this earlier in the earlier podcast, is what would be beneficial if he did play in a system, if he had a good system coach to pair with him. You
Yeah,
need
never
a
had that.
system to system type of communication.
Right.
And if you could communicate the system to everybody, then you're going to have a good system. And that's where Cleveland is deficient.
Mhm.
Because they don't have a system at all.
It's been like
They
that
don't
since
have a
he's
system.
They don't
Kyrie
call
Irving's not
plays.
a coach. Like he is a coach. He got a ring, but he's not like a real coach. I think. Yeah.
Nah, man.
LeBron was like, get Blatt out of here.
I
Homie's
thought
cool.
Blatt was a decent coach, so he
I
actually
think
had
he
a
was a
system.
good
But they
coach,
had a
but
number
LeBron
one worker
didn't like
in the
that.
EBA at the time too when he got fired. They had the best record in the EBA
Yeah.
when he got fired.
That's what
It's
I'm
like
saying.
you're showing up to your job and you're doing everything right, and you're getting
But
100%.
because I think I don't know.
Tyronn Lue looked good though. You know, if Tyronn Lue didn't have LeBron James or anybody, would he be?
No way.
You know,
He would. I think the only reason he even became a head coach at this early stage is because he was sitting on the bench behind Black.
But you gotta be.
Kyrie said, you know, who's the what's the coach name for Boston?
Stevens. Oh man, that dude is a.
He said he was a
coach.
wizard. Yeah, he said he's a genius, and basically he said Tyronn Lue wasn't that. You know.
But think about it though. Can you guys name more than 5 coaches that's great coaches in the NBA?
No,
I can go.
You got Pop.
close.
You got Stevenson. You got maybe
Quinn
Thibodeau.
Snyder. Quinn Snyder's a good.
Quinn Snyder's
a really good coach. Yeah.
Quinn Snyder. Okay. Who is that? Yeah, Carlisle. He got to be in there.
Yes,
So that's
his team
fine.
is just bad. Yeah.
That's fine. I guess you name
Mike
one more.
D'Antoni-
Name
Mike
another one.
D'Antoni, I think Mike D'Antoni to an extent.
I'm good. I'm off his bandwagon. Nah.
Offensive mind.
He's a great seasonal coach for the season. Huh? You said Brad Stevens. Yeah, you said him.
Did you see
Pop.
say Steve Kerr?
No.
Average Gentry's good coach.
What? New Orleans.
Okay, what has he done though? Name something he done that was
He
great.
swept
He
the
took the,
Trailblazers in the
It
first
ain't
round.
nothing.
That's
That ain't
something.
nothing.
He took
No.
the Suns.
You gotta do more.
He took the Suns to the Western Conference
We
Finals.
talking about elite coaches right now. We're not talking about good. You're a good coach. You're an NBA coach. You're a good coach, but elite.
You think
He's not.
championship makes you an elite coach?
No,
Doc
because
Rivers,
Stevens.
that's the case. Doc Rivers.
He got a championship though.
But I don't think Doc Rivers is better than a lot of the coaches though that don't have championships. I don't think Doc Rivers. I don't know, man.
He's a good coach. Yes, he is. He's a good coach.
I don't know. I'm not sold on that. I'm not sold.
I mean, no.
No.
I'm not sold.
Look at the
Yo, he
The
put
way-
his son
the
before
way-
the team.
No, but the way
Yo.
he handled all those personalities in Boston. That's not. No.
He didn't really handle
He
it
did.
very
He
well.
did good. He did good in Orlando.
Only work for one particular team. Don't work for nobody else.
And
he
you know-
hasn't adjusted at all.
And-
So
And
He
I
was a
think
good-
that was because of Rondo too.
I don't put him in the elite category.
But he did. He was a good coach in Orlando. Y'all forget about that.
Okay, we talking about good
They
and
lose in
elite.
the
Let's
first
make up our
round.
mind.
And LA, they almost made the
Nathan
playoffs.
Dillon
There
is
were
a
no
good coach.
superstars.
No, but I didn't say he was elite. I didn't say he's a good coach. I didn't say he was elite.
Okay.
We
He's the
talking about
top
you.
10 coach right now in the NBA. Would y'all agree?
Doc?
You know who
Yeah,
else?
Doc.
By default, there's only 30 of them.
I
There's
don't
only
care about the top
32.
10. He could be 9 or 10 or 11.
Okay,
So you
okay, let's
think
go.
top
Let's
10?
let's do it. Let's do it real quick. So number one's Pop. You got number 1 Pop.
Yeah.
Number 2, we'll say Spoelstra.
Oh my god. Spoelstra's another one. See, LeBron be making coaches.
Yeah.
Giving
So
them
okay.
rings.
So number 2.
You wouldn't have a job.
Yeah,
so
he
no-
wouldn't have a job if he wasn't sitting
So
there.
number 2, we're gonna put
Oh, he likes Pat Riley likes him.
Carlisle number 2.
Right, Pat Riley likes him.
Carlisle number 2.
Yeah.
Number 3, we're gonna go Stevenson.
No, it's too early for him, man. I feel
You
like-
think?
I
I'm
think
going.
it's too
Yeah, I'm
early.
going
Brad
2
Stevens,
Stevens.
you
I'm
sure?
going 2 Stevens.
You going
2?
2 over Carlisle?
He got a ring.
So I put
But
Stevenson
look
number
what
3.
he's doing. Look what Stevens is doing with the
Yeah,
roster.
I put him at. I put him at
He
3.
did it
Oh,
last
hey,
year.
is that game over? Is that
A whole
Toronto
different
game
roster.
over?
They have 2 players.
You can turn it on,
like
it
this on
ain't.
that team.
that shit from college, honey.
Let me go. I gotta go look at
Yeah.
this,
So okay,
I don't
so
know. There's not a lot of good coaches though. It's a superstar-driven league. It's a.
man. What about what's his name from the Warriors?
Yeah,
Steve Curry
Oh,
got
I
to be
forgot
up there.
about-
Yeah,
how
we
we
got.
forget him.
We
That's what I'm
disrespect.
saying.
Sorry about that,
Wait,
Steve Curry. We
wait,
just
wait. You give him
disrespecting
Curry?
you like that.
You giving Kurt top 10?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah.
definitely,
He
definitely.
gotta be.
Asterisk.
Even though he stole Mark Jackson,
Big ass
even though he stole Mark Jackson's team,
Big ass.
See, but that's the
But-
point. That shows it though, right there, because Mark Jackson had that same team, but he couldn't get over the hump.
but Nate,
No.
but Nate,
first
Nate,
year.
How come he
No,
hasn't
that
got
was
any other
like
job offers
2
either?
fresh
I know, right?
years.
Nate, you may have a
No,
point,
he-
but Nate,
he nurtured them. He nurtured them, but
Exactly.
Steve Kerr was the one that could take them.
but
I think
Nate,
if Mark Jackson kept that job for 3
Ah,
more
come
years,
on,
they
why
would
we
not
can-
have been in the
Steve
same
Kerr, what was Steve
But-
Kerr doing before Mark Jackson took the
GM,
team?
Learning from,
Suns. He's a
but-
GM.
Exactly.
But
What
he
was he
built the
doing
Suns.
with the Suns?
They went to the Western
Bill-
Conference Finals and he was a GM.
He was learning
When they
that
had Amari and then
he was
and,
learning that he's a
Dragic.
better coach than the GM.
but Nate, you got a point. The reason why you had a point, Nate, you had a point. I'm gonna say you had a point because y'all forget when Steve Kerr was out for the half of the season and what Luke Walton did to
You
that
know
team.
I know I'm
So-
a Lakers fan. Like I know this is it's probably a biased pick, but I think Luke Walton is a good coach.
Yeah, he
Look what
top 10.
did. Look what
I'll
he
put him
did
up there.
to assure the-
He's
the
a good coach.
roster.
He's a good
Look
coach.
what he did.
Yeah.
Listen,
But that might be
Yeah, I'll
the
put him up
because I feel
there.
the same
I'm
way.
gonna give all them coaches credit if you give Mark Jackson the top billing over both of them.
Yeah.
You gotta put Mark Jackson ahead of Steve
No
Kerr.
way.
I think he
And-
hasn't got
yes,
another
you do.
job offer though. That's what I want to know. How come the Knicks ain't calling him? I think they fired the Hornets.
And you know,
Mark
They
Jackson's
talking
a
to
good
him.
coach.
They're talking to him and Ken Smith right now. the Knicks. So
Kenny gonna come out. I hope they don't get Kenny because
Yeah.
I don't want him to leave.
yeah, Kenny.
I want to see
Kenny-
Jerry
I think-
Stackhouse.
Stay on
I want to see
Kenny-
Jerry Stackhouse coach the Knicks. That's what I want to see.
Hold up,
my
hold
God.
on, hold
I
on,
want
hold
to
on, hold on. Are we getting beat 94 and 67 right now?
Yeah,
Are we really getting beat that bad?
See, he
Come
doesn't
on,
have
Cavs.
another guy like this. J.R. Smith is like
Yeah, they threw in the towel.
Like J.R. Smith is
They
like
threw in the
one
towel.
game he'll hit, and the next like 2 he's done.
Has
I don't have my
LeBron gone
earphones on.
7 games in the first
But we
round
forget
in a
what
while?
Russell Westbrook did the other night, so they still got a chance.
Man,
We still got a chance.
LeBron's on the bench, so
Oh,
They
okay.
They threw in the
resting him.
towel. It's it.
yeah, they're
That's
like,
it. It's the
get
next
the plane
game.
ready. We'll
you
go
know
back
what?
and
Like,
finish
Nate
this
McMillan
later.
got to get some credit for being a better coach too for what he's doing with this team.
Nah, he ain't there yet. No, he.
No, I mean not top. I wouldn't say
No,
top
but
10.
he's
I'm
a
just saying,
solid
but
I
he-
like Nate.
Yeah,
If
he's a solid coach.
if you like Doc, I like Nate.
I like Nate better than Doc.
Me too. Me too.
That's for
That's
sure.
all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Yeah,
All
do
right.
you think Doc Rivers could have done this with this Indiana team? The
No
same
way.
thing that he's done.
He did it with LA. He did it with LA. They almost made the playoffs in the Western
LA who?
Conference.
Clippers.
Man,
Man,
But the
Oh,
Clippers
yeah,
every year,
playoffs.
2 years,
Chris
they were the
Paul
second
and-
round.
You can't,
every
you
year.
can't be almost in the playoffs and
In
Look
the
at
West,
that.
though. In the
Look
West.
at that right there.
In the Western Conference Final with no
Yeah,
superstars.
that's terrible.
but
That's
they're
terrible.
like how many teams
Kevin
made the
Love is a
playoffs in
max
the West?
Right,
player.
8 of
Eight,
them, so
yeah,
you can't be
eight,
like,
eight.
I'm
So
like,
eight.
only 4 don't make it. Or whatever. They're not them.
So-
8 don't make
All right,
it.
here's a
So-
question
Who coached those
about
8
this game,
teams?
man.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you
Utah,
think
Denver.
Cleveland should have kept
I
the
mean, no
team together?
superstars. Or
So
super-
Anthony got a question. What you gonna say? Put
you
the mic
think-
close to your mouth, man.
No, my bad. Do you think Cleveland should have kept the team that they had and just waited it out and let everybody get healthy instead of trading
No,
everybody?
they wouldn't get along.
It was at all.
They wouldn't get along, so that wouldn't have worked.
They had-
It wasn't
I mean,
an
Derrick
option.
Rose looked like he was a superstar again when he left them. When he back
But
in
he was
Minnesota.
free. He wasn't frustrated. You know what I'm saying? He was frustrated. Like him, IT, and Dwayne Wade. They weren't really getting along. So they
And
like
they
the
should have
whole
Wade,
locker
though.
room.
They should
I
have
don't know.
Wade
That's a
at
good
least.
question. I think that's a good question because how much do you need to get along in the regular season?
Right.
Now it's going to be different. In the playoffs, you don't have to get along. You just got to know how to ball in the playoffs.
I think there's going to be a
They didn't give that team enough time.
There's going to be a time in this playoffs where LeBron's going to look at the bench and say, "I wish I had at least one of those riders." You know,
Right,
at
right,
least
yeah.
at
But
least
shoot,
one of
if
those.
they don't play
vets.
better than this, it's Game 7. He's going to be having a lot of time to
Kevin
think
Love,
about it.
man,
Right.
He got to show up. Dude.
But
He
they-
gotta
That's a
shoot
good
the
question,
ball.
though. I mean,
They're gonna win Game 7, y'all. So stop it. They not losing the Game
I
7.
agree. I agree.
but you said they were going to win this game,
Huh?
so you never know.
I thought they were, man. I thought they were.
Yeah.
So we got some people coming in, man. So we're gonna get some shout outs real quick. I thank y'all for watching us right now. So we got Ronald McCray, my nephew. What's up, Ronald? We got the shooter on here. The shooter watching right now. What's up, the shooter? We got Miss Tyra Lee, Tayshawn. We gotta put the mic on so you can say hi to your wife, man. So you know what I'm
Hi, my
saying?
beautiful woman.
Yeah.
You
So
want
we
me to
got
shout you out, shout
Tyra Lee on here. We got my light skinned mama Ginger Mason. She's on here. We got Warren Stewart. What's up, Warren? And my sister Angelica Lee on here. So I appreciate y'all watching though, man. That made me feel good, man. I got like six, 7 people that like me, man. That's what's up. So yeah,
They got Lance Stevenson out here just cooking them.
so yeah, we watching this game, man. I'm kind of hurt, but like I said, Alex tried to call me out. He told me that's gonna. I told him
you
that's
still
gonna
think they're
win.
going to the finals?
If they get past the Pacers, to me, I put it like this. To me, if they get past the Pacers, I think that's gonna be their hardest series. They're gonna get in the Eastern Conference.
This is going to be the hardest one they face.
Yeah, cause think about it. They'll play Toronto next. That's
I don't know.
cake.
Toronto looks different right now.
Toronto.
If
But
they
struggle
get
with
past
Wizards,
the
yeah.
Wizards, so
They won tonight.
Well,
so
the
that's
Wizards
over.
actually are better than that squad should be. They shouldn't be a 7 seed anyway. They should have been higher. That's who the Wizards should have been playing the Cavs.
Yeah.
John Wall was out, so
They
they
could
were missing.
ball,
look
man.
at Lance. Look at
That's not a
Lance.
typical 7 seed.
Yeah, man, they can ball.
Yeah, but I don't know what's up with
That's disrespectful.
Well, I'm
See,
gonna say
that's
the
why.
Sixers.
That's what I'm saying. See, Nate, you should not be having him in the game still. Y'all up by 30. Take him out the game, man.
You gonna
But
kill
there's
their
still
rhythm.
9 minutes
This
left. So.
disrespect.
He got a dude out there with like
Doc
18
wouldn't do that. Doc wouldn't do that. He won't be scoring like that.
What are you talking about, Lance?
Yeah.
Take Lance out?
No, Nate, take your stars out of the game. You got two
No,
stars in the
why?
game. Come
No,
on.
you need that momentum.
They need
No,
all the
you don't
momentum.
Yeah,
do
that
that.
team is young. They don't need to.
You
take
need
it
to
all or
have
nothing.
them.
Who is this out there with like 800 wristbands and
You ain't think
headbands?
about
Who is that?
respect in the playoffs. Ain't no respect in the playoffs.
Who is
You
that
think
right there?
about-
With all them headbands and
Got
wristbands.
them. Got a
Like
8
somebody
pack of
uncle out
Franks
there.
on top of his head.
Yeah, like somebody
All them
uncle
hot
out there.
dogs.
Yeah, man, you want-
But
you want
okay,
to feel real-
but
you want to feel real good.
okay, but like I said,
Kevin
Cleveland,
Love's still out there.
Cleveland is gonna still win the series. They gonna go back home. and they're gonna still win the series.
Well, they don't have home court advantage in no other series. Also,
So how do y'all feel about Philly?
I think they're going to the
A
finals.
tough out.
I think they're going to
Philly-
the finals.
Philly's gonna be a tough.
Me
out.
and Nate already discussed this. We already discussed this. Philly, I think they'll get there, but calm down. Y'all calm, bring it down a little bit.
Why you say
Y'all
Dial it down.
y'all beat an old Miami Heat team. Calm down.
Well,
y'all supposed to do
but it's
that.
still big
Well,
though.
if
No,
they play
it's-
Cleveland,
no,
if-
it's not.
If they play Cleveland, who's going to hold Embiid? That's all I want to know is who's going to be checking
You,
him.
you got to frustrate him. He ain't. I'm not scared. I'm not scared of the 76ers. Think about it. You got two players. Name somebody else they got.
JJ
the
Redick
76ers
is
aren't-
JJ Redick ain't.
Julius Randle.
He's
JJ Redick shoot.
he ain't nobody.
JJ Redick cancels out Kyle Korver. So
Right.
there's that. I mean, of course, they don't have any answer for LeBron, but
But y'all gotta remember
They got-
You
Simmons.
got to have an answer for him. Like
Y'all have to remember Simmons can't even shoot. So you
He
play,
doesn't
wait,
need
wait,
to.
wait,
He don't
wait,
need to.
wait. Let me make my point. Let me make my
and
point.
then we're gonna stomp.
Okay,
on.
if we're gonna go, yeah. So think about it. Simmons, he can't shoot. He can't shoot free throws. He played against Miami. Who on Miami can hold Simmons? There's nobody can get good with him. So you gon' next round. Say you play the Bucks. The Greek freak gonna give you a hard time.
Okay, you got a good case.
He's
You
not
got
gonna
a
hold him though. He's gonna
Huh?
hold, he's gonna hold
you got a
He's
good
gonna hold him.
you got a good case for Milwaukee,
He's not gonna
but you
hold
don't
him.
have a good case with Cleveland. Like,
LeBron gonna be on him.
yeah, but
Vincent,
come
So
on
then
now.
who's on the
Yeah.
But
Huh?
I'm just saying,
Who's on
no
Embiid?
one can hold
Tristan
Embiid.
Thompson?
But
No,
Embiid,
he's not even
but
playing.
Embiid he not gonna put 40 on you.
This is my thing.
Nah, he
This is
ain't-
my
he
thing.
ain't
Have
did
you
it yet.
watched? No. This is
my
a real
thing.
question.
I'm
though.
not infatuated with 76ers at all myself. I'm not crazy about them. I think this hype is not as deserving as, say a Utah. I think I'm impressed way more teams than 76ers.
It's just the
They're
Eastern
not there
Conference
yet.
is weak. That's why. It's
That's
so,
that. I
that's
guess
why they
it's
so
But the
young, it's
Sixers are
fancy,
good,
it
though.
looks fancy and looks cute. It's cute. It's cute. The 76ers
Okay.
are cute.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
I don't
But
know.
I tell you this,
They need
Cleveland
one
is
more
not
piece.
ready. I don't think Cleveland. Cleveland is just a market team. Everybody's praying for Cleveland to make the finals because any other team playing against any other team in the West everybody's probably not even gonna watch it. It's probably gonna go sleep on it. Even
So-
the cute Sixers.
so let me-
because
Go
it's
ahead.
gonna look like Orlando versus, you know what I'm saying? They're gonna get swept in the conference finals, but it's gonna be in the finals. It's gonna look pitiful. It's gonna look bad.
So right now we saying y'all four saying the Sixers can beat Cleveland. That's
I
what
think
you're
they
saying.
can beat Cleveland, but
No.
I think they're gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem. They're gonna have a problem in the semis. Okay.
It depends on who shows
So
up.
who does the Sixers play next round? They play the Bucks.
Bucks or the Celtics or whoever.
They're gonna play. They're gonna
Yeah,
play.
they're gonna have a problem. Either way, they're gonna have a
I
problem.
think they're
with
gonna have
either
a
one of the
yeah. I
teams.
think they have a problem because you got to think about it. They got big people on Milwaukee.
Oh yeah, they're long.
And
so-
Boston. Boston.
So you got if
sleeping on
Bledsoe and Jabari Parker get 8 points a game, the series is over. 'Cause I'm telling you,
Just
they
like
gonna.
that?
I'm
Why
telling
are
you.
struggling with Boston?
Think about this. Think about this. Simmons cannot shoot. Think about it. He cannot shoot a jump shot. He can't shoot free throws. So you get him to the foul line. The fourth quarter, the game is over. Same thing happened with
Listen.
DeAndre Jordan and Blake Griffin those couple of years. The fourth quarter, you get to the fourth quarter, and then watch how it changes.
Listen,
McConnell.
I like that argument with every other team but Cleveland. It's a bad matchup. Cleveland is a
Terrible
bad matchup.
Terrible.
Philly has an advantage against Cleveland. They do in the
But y'all-
playoffs. They
but
do in a
y'all-
7-game
But
series.
y'all
They do.
acting like
But
you
this,
can't put Truson in there with be like he gonna
but
kill.
you're talking about Cleveland right now. Do you know? Have you seen Cleveland play? If LeBron ain't playing, and scoring 45
matchup
and 10
right
and
now.
7, I don't. No, it's not the
Yeah, it's the
matchup. It's this
matchups.
team in a 7-game series. I'm trying to tell you how deficient this is a lottery team he's playing on. He's playing on a lottery team.
But you still haven't.
Remember
Name-
when Kobe had that team, like when he took to the playoffs, we had like Smush Parker, and that's exactly what
That's
LeBron
what
has
we're
right now.
playing with.
Smush Parker.
We ain't talking about the regular
Not
season.
really. The reason this series, I'm saying, say if Rodney Hood, if he played like he's supposed to play,
And Jr.
but yeah, Jr.
Love.
Say Kevin Love,
Kevin Love.
but we not. The thing is, they having a bad series. All it takes to get some confidence, and then Cleveland back to where they're supposed to
But
be at.
You talking about players who never seen the playoffs except for Love, and Love barely. He's even barely sniffed the playoffs because he's been injured for
Yeah,
like
when they won the
half
every
of
time. Yeah.
half the time. So you talking about players who should play, but who
But you
never
made
even
my
faced the pressures
point
of playoffs.
already. So you said it's
So you think they're going to
wait? Sixers, they ain't been there.
But we had the list.
No,
We talked about this last time. We talked about
No, but
we
you
talked
just
about
but you
playoff prefixes. And if you ain't got it, you ain't got it.
okay. But answer yes or no. You just asked my. You just asked. You said they don't have. I named people that don't have no experience. Sixers ain't never been
But
in the
they
playoffs.
don't have NBA
Redick.
experience.
And
Period.
Redick has-
So you have to wait
Redick.
and see. You have to wait and see if they even have like. You have to wait and see. You have to give them a benefit of the doubt. But Rodney Hood, all these players, they're veterans.
But
They're made whoever they are.
But all I'm saying is, if Rodney Hood's a solid player. If he scored like his 8 points, like I said, if Kevin Love played like he's supposed to play 25-10, that series. But I'm saying, so the Sixers, if Embiid do his thing, Simmons not gonna score 30 or 25 points. He's not gonna do that.
So name
do that. Okay, but name another person that's on that team that can score 25, 30.
They were scoring 120.
Everybody can score on that team. The ball movement is so good on that team
ball
that
movement,
everybody
man.
eat.
You know who their coach, like what system he came from?
But y'all still haven't answered my question.
Okay,
name another person beside Embiid that could score 25.
The common Brother Embiid. That's the
Kevin-
only denominator we need to be talking
Kevin
about
Love
is
fell
Embiid.
out, yeah.
Everybody else is matched up. Okay, because Cleveland could do the same thing. Philly can do the same thing. They can get hot because the distribution is so good with LeBron. As long as everything's cool,
Right.
but the denominator is Embiid.
He's different.
That's the X factor
Yeah,
right
he's
there.
shooting threes in going inside.
And he can shoot.
And he's been waiting for this, though. He's been waiting
Tristan
for
haven't
this.
even been playing in the playoffs, so that lets you know right there. It's a rap for him.
But
Larry Nance can't
but-
do nothing with him.
But if you,
Who else are you
but
gonna
like I
use?
said,
He's small.
if you watch the playoffs like this, this series it'll play totally different. Like I'm saying, it's possible next series they get past the Pacers.
Yeah.
They can all play totally different, a totally different ball. It ain't the same thing. So you can't take this series like, oh, it can't be 7-6s. Like I said, if you have two players on, I'm saying you have two players on the Cleveland, they can score 50 points. You don't have.
Who can score 50 points?
No, I'm talking together. I'm saying 25-25. LeBron can score 25. Kevin Love can do it. They can do that.
Kevin Love can do that since he got there.
What evidence do you have that if LeBron only scores 25, somebody else is going to be able to pick up that slack? We don't have.
No,
any
what I'm
evidence
saying,
for that.
I'm just saying I'm saying that the whole series could be different. I'm saying Kevin Love showed you he can do that. But I'm saying nobody on Cleveland, on Sixers, they can do that. I'm saying.
But they don't need to though, because they don't need to. Because the ball
He's
movement
hurt,
is so
too.
good on that
That's
team.
right,
Everybody's eating. Everybody
Love's
shared the
hurt.
love. And
Plus, they got
If
all
you look at the
shooters.
stat line, if you go back, you look at the stat lines, you look at the starters, and you look at if you look 1 through 7, everybody's scoring 10 or more.
Yeah,
Everybody's scoring 10 or more.
Yeah,
if you
'cause
look
they
at
got-
Cleveland, it's 46, 2, 3, 7, 8, 4,
Yeah.
1.
So you made let's go back to this point. You made this point too. Nate, and they play better ball. They play faster without Embiid in the game, right? Did you say that?
They
But they ain't better though.
they're not.
I ain't saying they're not better.
They
I'm
can play
not saying they're
either
not
way,
better.
They can play either way.
I'm talking about Cleveland versus Indiana. That's what I'm talking about.
I don't see them. I don't see them
past.
beating.
I don't see them getting past Boston.
Who?
The Sixers.
You don't think
See,
they
now-
could beat
so-
Boston?
So now you got me blown because now you say it can't be Cleveland, but they'll beat Boston. That's
Boston's
easy.
faster, like 10 times faster.
I can't go with
than
you on that one,
Cleveland.
dude. Can't go with you on
What?
that one.
Cleveland is not as fast as Boston, and they moved up.
So right now, the Boston team right now, I ain't talking about Kyrie and
Boston's
Gordon.
defense is
I'm
faster.
talking about right now. You think the 76 can beat Boston?
No, because the defense is much faster than
So my
Cleveland's defense is slow as dirt. Anybody can beat them.
So my point coming back to you, who on Boston gonna hold Embiid then?
Nobody.
Nobody, but I'm just saying.
So
they're
how they
faster.
gonna beat them then? How they gonna beat them?
Going back to your point that you're trying to make versus Cleveland, I'm just saying the reason why I don't agree with your argument versus Cleveland is because the defense is slow and nobody can even catch up or play off ball defense against.
Yeah, when we passed that, we talking about Boston. You made a kind of a ridiculous prediction, like Boston though.
Boston, yes, you made the
So the
same.
real question is-
You laughed at me again against Milwaukee. Who's gonna hold the Greek Freak? They don't need to hold the Greek Freak.
Yeah, they don't. That's all they really,
And they're going to win this series. Boston is going to win this series. And they'll beat the 76ers the same way they're going to beat
You think so?
Milwaukee.
You
Why
really
is
think
it
that's
any
gonna happen?
different?
The question is, which one of these Eastern teams could even compete with Golden State or Houston?
So we going. I'm gonna go to the Facebook Live. Y'all, if y'all hearing this, so we gonna go to Facebook Live too. So Facebook Live, let us know what y'all think about this. You guys, it's gonna be a question now. Do you think the Sixers? I mean, the Boston can beat the Sixers in the playoffs? I say no. What you say, Nate? Alex?
No.
What you say?
I'm going to say no. Just
What do you
'cause of the
say?
matchup.
It's a sweep. Only imagine one game or a sweep.
All right, so and what we're gonna do is too, while we on Facebook Live, if y'all have my number, I'm not gonna put my number on here no more. But if you have my number and you want to call in and give you your 2 cents on some of this stuff, go ahead and give me a call, man. We're gonna have y'all call in
They get
too.
JR.
Sean, you
So
know you want to
let me
argue.
know.
You know you want to call.
So yeah, and you can call Tayshawn too. You want to call his number? I know you don't have mine, but you could go ahead and call Tayshawn and get your 2 cents in. So
Well,
yeah,
the other thing is like, even if Cleveland does win this series, how much like if LeBron has to play 48 minutes
He's
every
tired. He's gonna
game,
be
this
tired.
dude is going to be
He's gonna be
done,
tired.
man.
like somebody made a point. Somebody made a point. Like a couple of weeks, like last week, they made a point about being tired and stuff. When we were little kids, we watching basketball. Did we ever think about Akeem Olajuwon being tired, or Michael Jordan? Oh, he gonna be tired, or Scottie Pippen? He gonna be tired. Them guys plays minutes too.
Jordan shooting.
So I don't want to hear that tired. That's what you give all the big bucks for it. You the best player in the world. You gotta do what you gotta do. I don't want to hear that tired stuff. And I'm a LeBron fan, so I don't want you tired.
I mean, he's got
whatever.
to be tired. He's got to be.
He ain't the only one tired. It's other people playing a lot of minutes too.
Oh,
so
Tristan Thompson ain't tired.
but he might be the only. But I agree with you. He might be the only one that I would get that pass to because he's been in the 7 straight finals. He ain't had no break. So if he want to be tired, you right. He could be tired. He's the only one.
Perfect. He's playing perfect, and there's like he even with him playing perfect, they still have to struggle like even compete with this team with the Pacers. He's perfect. He's averaging almost a triple double, I think.
So let's switch it up a little bit. We're gonna go to the Western Conference right now. So I pick the Warriors to do it again because it's gonna be kind of hard when Steph come back. You got Steph, you got Clay, you got Durant. It's kind of hard to just like to me. I hate Durant's over there. I can't stand it. And for you people that keep on talking about Durant did the same thing LeBron did, shut up. That's what I'm gonna say. Shut up. It ain't the same thing. It is totally different.
Wasn't the exact
You know what I'm saying? The same thing. Like the same thing would have been if LeBron would have went to the Celtics that era when they had that big 3. If he went to the Celtics, that's the same thing. But LeBron went to a team with Dwayne Wade. Then Chris Bosh came over with him. And another thing is his best player, his next best player on the Cleveland when he left was Delonte West. Durant left another superstar in Russell Westbrook. So quit saying it's the same thing. It's a totally different thing. And to me, he could have played one more year last year with the Thunder. Then left and went to the Golden State. I've been cool with it. You had one more year.
You don't want to play with them because of Westbrook.
He
How he
won the
plays.
series.
Look how he can't. You can't play. Like everybody can't play with him.
Okay, so he averaged a
Nobody
triple double. So he passed the ball. People say he don't pass the ball. He averaged triple double.
I mean, but that's kind of overrated now.
Okay.
Like triple doubles are kind
Okay,
of
if you the best player on
Markel Fultz got a triple double in his third game back.
if you the best player, if you best player on the team, you got the man. You gotta let them know. Give me the ball. Quit being on the he don't pass me the ball. You know what I'm saying? Say it on the court.
He got Melo and
No,
Paul
if Jordan is something like that, he gonna tell Pippen or somebody hey, give me the ball. I don't want the ball right now.
They had a system.
But he always talking about Westbrook don't pass me the ball. I don't want it.
I don't think he's ever
Quit being a punk.
He using that as
Quit being a
excuse.
punk.
He using that as
He a
excuse so
punk.
he go to Golden State. He should have won that series.
Yeah, it's his fault they lost.
That's why they lost because he did not show up because he wasn't ready for the moment.
If you go back,
Period.
to Game 6.
Period.
Go back to Game 6.
Period.
Clay lit him up for 40 points. Not nobody else. It lit up Durant. And then the Game 7, he had back-to-back turnovers. Back-to-back turnovers. It wasn't Westbrook. No, it ain't gonna hit her. You the best player on the team. You don't do that. It wasn't Westbrook. It was him.
Well, if James Harden,
you about 8
should have got
points.
rid of James. They should have got rid of Westbrook and kept James Harden on Oklahoma City, and they would have been better.
Come on now.
I think they should have kept James Harden.
They would have been better.
But you think James Harden and Durant are a better combination than Westbrook and Durant?
But at the time, that was coming off the finals where James Harden.
Yeah, he
played.
looked.
That's the only problem.
Exactly. And he going. And I'm telling
James Harden
you.
is a beast, though.
Well, I'm telling you. Next series when they play the next they play Utah. It'll be Utah. But the conference finals when they play Warriors, watch how he disappear. Watch James Harden. He does it all the time. He does it. Watch when the pressure gets on and hey, James, lead this. He gonna disappear. He gonna he was hurt,
But this
or
time
he
they got
been
Chris
hurt
Paul.
all the whole playoffs.
Chris
Get
Paul.
out of here.
This time they got Chris Paul, so it might be different.
Chris Paul the same way. He'll disappear too. He ain't healthy.
He ain't never
the
been
same
past
thing.
the second round.
Don't. He the same. He the same person.
Well, we don't know
Chris Paul
because
ball
he
out in
never.
the playoffs.
But he never been past the second round, so we'll find out.
That's Blake Griffin's fault. That's DeAndre Jordan's fault. That's Doc Rivers' fault. That ain't his fault.
I know. I'm just saying we haven't seen it yet.
You
But
right.
like I said, if you going to me,
Okay, well, how come he was on the Thunder last year?
I
right?
said the exact same thing.
How come he's playing a lot better now that he's
Because
not
he's in Eastern Conference and was sorry
Yeah.
Indiana.
I don't know. I just think
He's gonna put up stats either way.
I think he just fits better with a system.
And I believe that
it's
because
a
Melo
coach.
right now is
It's
he's
Oklahoma
playing
City's
horrible.
coach.
I agree.
It's a coach.
I
He's
agree.
not making a system. He just
I
had
agree.
Westbrook go down.
and one thing,
No, yeah,
Westbrook
right.
Westbrook is my favorite player. Westbrook is my favorite player. But the thing what Westbrook has to start doing because he's getting a little older. He has to quit trying to do that. Run real fast and lay the ball up and get fouled. Quit doing that and quit going
And James
real
Harden.
fast and stopping and shooting the ball. He don't have two moves. Think about it. He don't got two moves. He gonna do. Or he'll jack up threes. What he got to do is you got to get that mid range. Get in that mid range. But you can do it. He ain't too
He
late
need to
though. You
stop
can do
shooting
that.
threes.
And
He shot
abuse
threes
Ricky
worse than
Rubio.
Lonzo
Please
Ball.
abuse him, man.
Yeah, but he can do that. But I'm saying his style of play. His style of play and Billy Donovan. If you ain't gonna listen to this podcast, but if you do listen to this, please
Heads up, Billy.
do Steven Adams as center, put Grant at power forward, put Melo,
Please.
Melo small because Melo. If you put him in small
abuse the
forward,
guy,
he gonna go to work because
Paul
Eagles can't do
George.
nothing with him.
Period.
But
George
you
at the
but you
two.
put
Yeah.
him
Period.
you got him holding favors. That's a lot of work. That dude was huge.
And he's just standing. They got him standing around on offense.
Dumb.
I don't know what
And
else he was
then
running.
you have and then you have Brewer come off the bench, give you a spark. Don't start him. Put him on the bench, give you a spark off the bench. Right now, who you got to come off the bench that's gonna help you out? Name one, nobody.
But the reason they're starting Brewer is because they don't want Paul George getting burnt up trying to guard Donovan Mitchell.
Brewer ain't do that all year.
You know,
I'm just
matter-
burned up. No,
That's
it's
the
play.
reason why. It's
the first round.
It's
I'm
the
not agreeing
playoffs.
with it.
You
I'm
would
not-
have to be tied.
Yeah.
It's the playoffs.
Hey,
You want
whatever.
to ring or you don't want to ring?
I'm telling you what they're doing. I
You're
don't.
right.
dumb.
You're right.
I'm just saying.
You're right. You're right.
They might be doing, but they ain't smart.
It ain't.
You put him at the two. You
Yeah,
get
but
Brewer
he's
come off the bench, give you a spark. Him and Felton give you a spark. And you put, I'm telling you, put Melo in small forward where he be playing all his whole career. He ain't playing power forward his whole career. That's why his numbers down. You put him in his sweet spots. Small forward, he can't go his spot because he got to go down and play defense and all that. You put Melo in small forward and make adjustments. They ain't making
Or
no
bring him off
adjustments.
the bench.
Billy
Or bring him off
Donovan
the
is
bench.
that they need a new coach because he's not gonna make it. I feel like every game in this series, the
No
same
adjustment.
thing, been the exact same thing. Exact. They cannot hold
But that's
the
the
same
same
shooters
reason
and all
why
that.
they lost when they were up 3-1. It wasn't Kevin Durant's
Yes,
fault.
it
'cause they didn't
was
have no
Kevin
freaking
Durant.
I
idea.
mean, he
You
had
don't-
to
they
a
didn't
certain
have no-
extent.
You
he
had,
did.
if you had Kevin Durant and Westbrook, you was up there. Why you
And all they
consider
did
them?
was take turns. with the
Westbrook
ball.
kind of folded in a couple of them games too.
Yeah.
though.
They
Kevin
needed
Durant
him-
folded.
I think.
Okay, scratch all that. Was it a
Well, he
weak
said
move
he
for
wasn't
Kevin
a leader.
Durant to go to
Jeez.
OKC? I mean to
I don't
Golden
think
State?
so.
Well,
but I have an unpopular.
You went to
opinion.
the
I don't
team
think
that
so.
beat you. You went to the team that beat you just 2 weeks ago. Who knows what? A month ago.
Well,
But
yeah.
I think that had been in the works for a
He
while.
was
I think that
decided
was in
already.
the works.
He was decided. This is
He
the same thing I tried to tell this man.
probably decided that years.
He
before.
decided that at the Summer Olympics before that year.
So that was weak on
Going-
his part.
Right.
That's,
Kevin Durant
well,
was
that's
weak,
how
period.
Miami got together. They decided at the Olympics.
But
It's different, though.
It's different how he did it
Yeah,
though.
different.
It ain't-
No, because
Durant's a cupcake. That's period. He's a soft cupcake.
I mean,
It
you
is.
don't have to
beast.
like his move, but he's a
Durant's
good player.
beast.
But like I said, I'm not. He did what's best for him and his family. But to me, going to that team that just beat you, you was up 3-1.
Yeah.
But you don't go to that team. You know, nature. You don't do stuff like that.
You know
You
what
got-
sparked
okay,
that,
it's
though?
nature.
Jay-Z sparked that too, though, because they were saying that like they wanted him in a bigger market.
Oh,
'cause
but,
the whole-
but
yeah, they
Oakland,
said
but
you
Oakland
did
ain't a
so
big
well.
market.
Yeah,
Oakland-
it is. Oakland. That's
Is
like,
it a big market like LA, New York?
San
San
Francisco.
He could have went to LA.
Bay
He
Area.
could have went to LA. He could have went to LA.
He could have went to Boston. He
I
could
went to
San Antonio.
I think the real
Yeah.
thing is though. My last
San Antonio
comment
ain't a
on
big
that.
market.
My last comment on that OKC and Golden State was I think OKC overachieved, and I think Kevin Durant knew that, and he knew he wasn't going to get no farther come back another year and bang my head against the
Okay,
same
so
wall.
when you say
That's all I
overachieve,
gotta say.
when you say overachieve,
They weren't supposed to be up 3-1 on the Warriors in the first place.
Okay, but why?
That's
did
what
he-
I'm saying.
Why
Why
not?
did he go to?
Steph
Why did he
Curry
go to the
was hurt.
They
Warriors?
weren't supposed to.
Steph was hurt.
Why did he go to the Warriors? Out of all teams, why you go to the team?
Because
that
he
is-
that's where he
friends.
was gonna go
Because
already.
Because his
But why?
friends.
He already
But-
had that figured
because-
out.
wait. You said friend. Who was his friend?
Draymond Green.
He wasn't no friend.
Yes.
That wasn't no friends.
You gotta
Yo,
listen to this, Mark.
You can go back and find pictures of them.
Yeah,
at the
they've
freaking.
been recruiting him.
They recruited him
they've
at
been
the
recruiting him.
Olympics.
So
They had been
him and
He
so
was
him
already going
Draymond,
there.
so Draymond,
I
Clay,
think
and Steph
that
are all
was-
they all was buddies.
Yes, they all were recruiting him during that time.
So that's
And-
why. Okay, so that's why they lost to the Warriors then, because they all friends. That's the problem.
That happens all the
Yeah,
time.
that's why they
Nah,
lost.
that's not why they
Nah.
lost.
That's not why
They
they
did
lost.
not overachieve.
They did overachieve.
They did not overachieve.
Okay, wait. Would that have been
They
an
shouldn't beat
upset?
San
Wait,
Antonio.
if at the beginning of that series, it would have been an upset to say that the Thunder were going to win. Nobody
No.
expected them to win until they were up 3-1.
You have KD and Westbrook, you have a chance.
Yeah,
But they
so
were coming
okay,
to-
okay. So
that's
say
fine, that's
let's
fine.
say that the argument is real.
Okay.
Let's say until, because the key word is say until they were up
Until they were up
3-1.
3-1.
That's enough for me. So now that you're up 3-1 and you
gotta-
expecting
you gotta
yourself
finish
to,
it up.
you got to close it.
Yeah,
Period.
no, I agree, but they didn't have it.
And
They
you
didn't
Argument
have it.
done.
Durant didn't have it. He's the main. He's the reason why.
He's the second best
Yo.
player in the world, right?
Right.
You got to show up and show out. I bet LeBron
But-
would have
but
said
no.
Hey,
that.
look,
I gotta
hey,
pull up
hey,
that
let's
series.
say,
I
let's
gotta
say,
pull up his
let's
show.
say,
That series.
let's say it's valid. Let's say true. He was already recruited before they won 73 games. That's
Yeah.
what you're saying, right?
Yeah.
Before they won 73, he decided already.
Yeah.
Okay. After all that, and you up 3-1, and you this close, right? Still, in your mind, you should rethink things a little bit,
No.
shouldn't you? The team that you was recruited team,
exactly.
you almost took out. Let me think about my legacy
Okay,
a little
no,
bit differently now. Let me think about things a little bit differently. I actually got some talent here. I
agree.
can actually contend
Yeah,
with
he
the
should've
team that
just-
won 73. Let me think about
He
this a
should've
little
just
bit
waited-
more.
He should have just waited till Paul George and another superstar with all free agents.
Yeah,
and they
you
go match
rethink
up
things
with
a little
another
bit,
team.
don't you?
But
You
but
rethink things a
but
little
I
think
bit.
about
think he
this.
did. I think he did rethink things, and he came out to the same conclusion.
Hey,
He ain't gonna
but think
beat-
about
Okay,
this,
let
y'all.
me
You think about
ask-
We
this.
ain't gonna win.
Listen, this
forgot-
is the
Not-
problem
not
with
with
KD.
Russell Westbrook.
This is the problem. If this is going,
And I
this
love
is, if this is the problem that I have with KD, similar to your problem right here. If this is all true, this verifies my mentality and his mentality and how they're so differently.
Yeah.
Especially if you're a competitive player, you're number 2 right now, and
Right.
you could possibly be number 1.
Exactly.
Right? You could possibly be number 1, right? So this is the thing. He knows his talent level given. Kevin Durant knows he's good,
Yeah.
right? Would you agree?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
It's pretty close, right? And he understands that. Now, this is my thing. Your mentality to be different and to change is where he's at. He wants to be different. Now, you can be different and change, right? You can change 2% and still be different. You can break it up in 15 increments if you want and have a 15-degree turn and you'll still be different from where you are right now. But my man wants to be 180 degree different. He wants to make a full 180 and go the opposite direction. LeBron James called himself the king.
Right.
KD's like, okay, I want to be the servant. That's a 180-degree
It's a
turn.
different era.
Why
They
do
don't
you
like
want to
that.
be
It is a different
100?
era.
It's a
Why
different
do
era.
you want to be the opposite?
But
Even with
but,
LeBron,
but
I
remember
don't
this
think
though.
Jordan, I don't think Jordan would have done that. He
There's
like
two-
called up Larry
Yeah, of course
Bird,
not. But
Larry
remember,
Bird and
hey,
Isaiah Thomas.
but
Hey,
think
let's go
about
make
this.
up a team. We
Now
can't be
listen.
Magic.
Oh, but think about this. Think about this. So y'all agree? Victor Oladipo, he's doing great, right? Don't you know he was on that team before Durant left? It was them 3 on the same team. You forget about that. So can you imagine them 3 on the same team?
Imagine the 3 that they have now. It's still the same.
But
What you mean the same?
problem. The coaching, they
Who-
don't
who-
got a
who the
system.
same?
Like, you
Listen.
just-
the Thunder.
No, it's not.
Yeah.
So who on the thing that's better than Durant right now?
Well, not better.
Exactly.
but-
So it's the
No,
same.
Hey,
So
I'm
it's
just
like
saying
the
you got
same.
Can we
three
stop?
great
Can we?
players.
It ain't the
Can we
same,
stop?
though.
Can we stop for a moment? Can we
Ain't the
stop?
same.
Can we stop every time we present KD and his different mentality? Why we have to place that on the whole entire generation? Can we stop placing his mentality and say that's this generation? It's not his generation. That's KD.
Yeah, he was linked to that.
Yeah.
That's a
Well, okay,
KD move.
well,
We cannot. That's not fair. That's not fair to his
I don't say
generation
it's the whole generation.
to blame his
No, it's not the whole
generation.
generation.
No.
Well, not the whole generation. I was just making it.
Like a point,
It's
like
the
a
players
different
now,
time.
the players
Yeah, it's a
like
popular.
time.
It's a popular perspective because
Because they're age.
Well, it's going to
buddies
happen
and
with
all
my
that
Lakers
stuff.
too. They're going to get to. Magic Johnson understands that. Like that's how it is. So that's why he opened up 2 spots. Okay, well I need 2 superstars to come join up here.
But staying the same. It's only 2 superstars.
Well,
He got 4.
Well, Luol Deng is holding it up from 3.
Yeah, I
He
know.
got his contract.
They can't get rid of that. They're gonna have to.
But so
No, but my thing is,
Uh-oh.
though,
Look at this.
He made
7 for
$16
16.
million.
He's taking a break.
He don't play.
Where he's at?
He don't
on the
play.
bench. They don't play.
He's not even on the bench.
Most of the time, he don't even show up because he's not on the active
Yeah,
roster.
they just
But
got
he's
him.
still on the payroll.
They
I
get
forgot
$18 million.
about
They're
that.
taking all that money.
Why didn't we let him go?
Because if they release him, it's just
He's
like they
still on
get
the cap.
nothing. He's still.
He's still-
So they're trying to hold him like for a chip. Somebody wants an
He
expiring
can't buy
contract.
himself out or something like.
Well, they probably could.
He probably
That's
ain't
what they
gonna do it,
really
though.
need to
He-
do.
he
but
don't wanna do it,
He
though.
doesn't want to do it because they're not going to give him all the money.
So do we agree that it's going to be the Rockets and the Warriors in the Western Conference Finals?
Yes.
Yeah, I
You
think
know what?
if Steph would have been hurt,
Anthony Davis might give a run for. Yeah, I don't know.
I think if Steph was hurt, I think that it would be a lot closer than what if
Right.
Steph was hurt. That series is
Wait,
a lot
who did
closer.
the Rockets play next?
They play the Utah.
If,
Yeah.
or the winner of this series?
They're going to play Utah next. Utah going to win tonight. So,
Utah not gonna win.
yeah, they are.
I'm kind of happy because I think Paul George may go to the Lakers.
That's
now.
what I said.
I'm kind of happy.
That's
so,
why I'm rooting for Utah because
yeah,
I'm like,
come on,
let them
Utah,
go ahead
win
and
this
be
game.
knocked out so Paul George can be like, let me think about
Hey,
this.
think about this. I say either way it go, they go to Western Conference Finals. He's still leaving. You got to think about it. He's not gonna get a max contract again. This is his last time.
wait.
So he gonna go for the money because either way it go, you're not gonna win a final.
More stand there though.
But I'm saying you're not gonna get you can't get the max in the OKC though.
Yeah,
Yeah,
he
you
can.
can.
Yeah, he gets
How?
the
Because
super
they
max
have the-
because they have his rights.
Yeah,
Like, he gets
yeah,
the super
yeah.
max, so he was
But
getting a lot more.
They just gave it to
he had to go down.
Westbrook
there's
though.
enough room for- there's enough room
There's
for a
enough room
couple.
for Paul George too.
You can have 2 max contracts.
Yeah,
if
3
everybody
actually.
else,
In OKC?
Yeah.
Yeah.
If everybody else's contract's right, and
It's the
and
same
everybody
salary
else's
cap
is.
for everybody.
Okay,
except for Melo,
Because he's already.
but they already
his,
have
his
his. Yeah,
already
yeah,
locked in.
yeah. So
So answer
can
this
go
question.
over
So you say you get the max deal. So who you gonna have anybody else on the team?
Just them 3. He ain't gonna stay there because he ain't gonna go.
how
to
come it's
Applebee's
okay
every
for
night.
Paul
nothing to
George
do
to
to
go
him.
do what's best for him, but not KD?
Because he's not going to.
It's
he's
different.
not going to the Warriors.
He
Just
ain't-
because he's not going.
He
to
ain't the
team
second
they
best
lost
player in the
to?
world. That's why he ain't go to the team that beat him 3-1. You supposed to won. That's
I mean,
why.
I'm just saying.
Is he a cut? But like I said,
I don't know. Y'all
but-
let circumstances change.
But I'm saying, but no, but I'm
what's
saying-
best for you.
You're right. The decision
You know,
is
you go to the best company, you don't go to the same
That's
company.
a
Yo,
competitive-
yeah. If I'm gonna
that's a
climb 2
competitive-
hills, am I gonna climb the bigger, harder one? Like, you know what I'm saying?
Hey.
He had a chance to be like, "What's the best chance for me to put something on my finger?"
Exactly. But
Hey,
I agree with that. I agree with that. But I'm saying it's still a
But he
weak
didn't know-
move. Either way it go. After he retired,
If
after
somebody
Durant
was gonna be
after
like,
Durant retired, he gonna know in the back of his head that he did a slot move to get a ring. He did what? Think about it. It would mean more to
he
him
still
to
went
win.
out there and hoop.
It would mean more. It would mean more to him to win one OKC than it was than go
He
State.
wasn't
But I don't
winning
think he
on
saw
OKC.
that in the. I don't think he saw that in the
I think
cards.
a
They
big-
were
Well, why don't
Why not?
Now, now,
You should
if
you should think like that. Why you,
Listen,
that's why you
try
didn't
harder.
win. That's why you didn't win. Then you
KD
think like that. That's why you didn't win.
KD knew who he was. KD
He's a cupcake. He
knew-
know that.
No. I'm saying as far as ability, he knows who he is.
Right.
He knows where he is on the echelon chart. It's who he is and why I made that decision.
Right.
Now,
but
if it's a Paul George or something like that, then you're going to be like, you're not going to fault Paul George for going to a Warriors team because it's not. He's Paul George. He's not KD. KD knew he was KD.
Yeah, but I also think KD knew that it wasn't going to work out with him and Russ. It just
So,
wasn't
but
going to
I'm
work.
just saying. I'm just talking to the argument of going
What
to
team
Golden
he
State.
went
Going to
to.
Golden
The
State.
team
Right.
that
That's
had
all
to
I'm
move
saying.
with the team he
Now
chose.
nobody's really had. If he would have went anywhere, no one really had.
But
But I
as
think
much
no.
to
But
say.
I think that the
Washington-
Warriors they were
I
already
think
like.
Houston. I think that Houston would have
Man.
been. I think Houston would have been a good spot for him to go with James
Yeah.
Harden.
Yeah,
Anywhere else but. Golden
They
State.
didn't have it all laid out like that though.
Well, I'm
Golden
just-
State was like, we can pay you all this money. We
But
already
he
got
but
all
he
these
didn't get
superstars.
that much money
We gotta
though.
coach
He
you
took a pay cut.
respect.
I don't
He
think
don't
He
get
took
much
a pay
money.
cut after the first year. He didn't.
He could have
But
got
he
more
was
money
still
at
pick-
OKC,
he went to go say he
None of
knows
that
that he
matters.
knows the guaranteed
It was
ring.
the best-
Guaranteed.
None of that
like
matters.
guaranteed.
Nobody's arguing your points.
Okay.
The point is the situation of him being up 3-1 in a conference
And
final.
he went to a team
That's
that they
it.
won 73 games without
That's
you.
it.
They
That's
won
it.
73 games
It's
without you.
circumstantial
Right,
way
right.
it appears.
It is.
The way it
They
appears
could've
because
won
of the
the
circumstance.
championship.
Right.
Period.
But I see through that, and I don't fault him for it. I don't let
Well,
that
that's what a lot of
circumstance
people
change
don't,
what
and
I
that's
feel
cool.
about it.
Would you do that? As a
That's
competitor,
cool.
Would you do that?
That's
so
cool.
the team not beat you?
Potentially, yeah.
2 weeks.
And that's very cool.
To get a guarantee.
Are you
That's
talking
if
about
I was
real
okay.
life or like
To me,
I'll do that for a company. I'll leave a company. Quick.
Yeah,
I want
yeah.
you to pay me
If
more.
there was a company and I'm with the second best company in the world, and this first best
But
company
again,
says we gonna give you this position.
when we talk,
Okay, see what
It's
we
different.
talking
I know it's
CEOs
different. I know it's different.
versus you know,
It's different. It's different. It's different. But all I'm saying is, if he just did a list of pros and cons, and he said, I'm just gonna write this down and see what's the best situation
Right.
for
He
me.
knew where he was
He
going to go.
will.
it's
that was
like
the best
it's like
situation.
it's like Steve Jobs'
supposed to
assistant
fight
going over
against
to
yourself?
Microsoft.
Why not San Antonio with Kawhi?
You're like, let me
You know what I'm
take a
saying?
hard
Right.
It's
look.
like it's like
And
Steve
Aldridge.
Jobs'
Yeah.
underman
Exactly.
going to Microsoft.
That stuff
That was
happens,
the
though.
equivalent to
That
it.
stuff happens, though.
happens.
It does happen though.
Because they're like, yo, I'm trying to get out. You know what I'm saying? I ain't gonna,
So why
That's business, right? That's real.
I'll make the equivalent. It's like Jordan when he was losing to Detroit all them years, going to sign
Right,
with the
with the
Pistons,
bad boys,
with the
with
Pistons or the Celtics. one
But
of
it
the
wasn't though. It's not quite the same.
It isn't.
Yes,
I-
it
I-
is.
I-
Yes, it is.
It's not like the Warriors and the Thunder were great rivals. It's just that year, it just happened.
no,
that
It
way.
was KD
But what
though.
we're
It was
saying is,
Kevin Durant.
but
You
what
know
we
how
saying-
much talent he has? Kevin Durant is so ill.
So if you're talented, then you should. So you should.
No.
pick
I
harder,
didn't
though.
say talented. I said KD talented. He
Okay.
is Kevin Durant talented.
think that
This is
happens.
dude is 7 foot,
Yeah, he is.
crossing
too.
folks up on the top of the key.
He don't want anybody to know he's
He
7 foot
shoot-
either.
and I wouldn't say it was a hard way. I think he took the easiest way. I would say that. I wouldn't say it's hard going anywhere else. Going in there is the easiest way because you
And on-
guarantee you're gonna win.
And on paper, that was probably the smartest decision.
No.
And I think he didn't care what other people were going to say.
Exactly,
about
don't
him.
care. That's why he
Can
went
we-
there. I
Can
was
we,
waiting for
can we
that.
Well,
sit
as
for
a
2
Kobe
minutes
fan-
and talk about KD's abilities for a minute? And how they separate from everybody else's abilities?
Well,
Hey, you
as a
might have
Kobe
wanted
fan,
to go there.
I understand what you guys are saying because I can't see Kobe doing that. I don't see him doing that.
Because you'll be weak, right?
I just don't see him doing that.
It's different. It's different for sure.
And
I don't want to say weak.
I like
y'all
Kobe
saying,
Bryant.
though.
I love Kobe Bryant.
That's
I
my
like
favorite
LeBron
player.
James. I like all these players with all these talents.
Mhm.
But I can sit there as a mathematician and break down all their abilities and say his abilities are better here, his abilities better here, and overall, collectively, his abilities are right here versus here. KD's abilities are above LeBron James and Kobe Bryant's abilities.
Oh, because he can shoot
His abilities, what he can do on the court defensively, offensively, you know what I'm saying, shooting off from 40 feet out all the way down to
And
the
his
paint,
defense got better
rebounds.
too. Defense
His abilities
Block
are
shots.
far stretched more than any player we've seen in a long, long time.
since Gervin, I think.
So that's what I'm saying. That's my point. It's KD talent we talking about here. We ain't talking about just talent, NBA talent.
But do you
regular
think he
NBA
just wanted to actually just enjoy like playing basketball freely and not
He
have the
can,
pressure?
hey,
I
he
think that's
can,
what it
he
was.
can want to enjoy it all he want, but he
That's
got to.
what he wanted.
He's
That's what-
No, but
KD.
I think that was part
But
of
I
it
think
too,
he
though.
wanted-
That's the
They
main
They were
thing.
like, we got the environment for you. Like, we over
But I'm
here
just
chilling.
saying,
I don't
you can
disagree.
have an environment all you want, but we talking about legacy. We talking about your
Maybe he
marketability.
don't care.
We
Well,
talk
his
about
marketability went up,
exactly.
though.
He don't care. That's what we need to be talking about.
Well, his legacy, I don't
mentality,
think
and that's
he
why
cares
we
about
say
that, but his
weak.
marketability
That's why
went
we
way
say.
up.
That's why we say weak. That's why we say these things because of his ability, and he has so much more potential than what I think his visions per se. In the Golden State, come
I
on.
think he didn't want to end up like how Charles Barkley and all these guys.
Exactly.
But if you
Exactly.
did, if he felt like that, he didn't really believe in the abilities that we all see because he doesn't have the Charles Barkley abilities. He's way better than ability wise than Charles Barkley.
Why you gotta say it like that?
And I love Barkley.
So yeah. So
Maybe
I'm
he just can't play with
a
Westbrook then.
So
I
I'm gonna
think
say.
it was Westbrook. It's Westbrook. I'm
Westbrook.
sorry. I
That's
love Westbrook too.
got in his head.
So I'm gonna go to Facebook Live real quick if people saying someone that we're gonna kind of read there. So my brother's on here, Teddy Hall. He said KD is super weak. Yeah, we agree, no respect. And he said, well, if he has no pressure on him, that's why. And why?
Why didn't you do that with the Thunder?
Yeah, exactly. That's what we were saying.
Like
So
you said, he's different. He's
So
different.
the thing-
You said he's different.
so
That's what it is. He's
we
different.
gon-
He didn't want that.
we're gonna close it like this. So basically, like I said, I don't hate him for going to Golden State. We know why he went there because it's easier, no pressure. You can't double team him because you double team him, you got shooters gonna kill you. So he played one on, and it showed in the finals. You couldn't play on. You couldn't double team KD. He coming down. He never did it in Golden State. Oklahoma. He came down straight down and stopped and shot a three. That's like put a dagger in him. Like he was like a gangster. Oh, I'm hard now. I'm trying to get in fights, getting technical fouls. If that same person would have played in Oklahoma City, you couldn't beat him. But now he's such a gangster, huh?
He didn't fold in that finals
That's
against
what
Miami. And Miami,
he's
like
the only
he
one.
was the only one balling in that finals.
Well,
So
but Westbrook didn't follow up either. Well, James Harden did. But I'm telling y'all,
Like a
I'm
chair.
telling y'all now. I want Houston to go to the finals, but James Harden gonna let y'all down. I'm letting you know now.
I
You
think it's-
Rocket fans, he gonna fold up. He gonna net up like he always do.
Hometown
He-
team.
Chris Paul's
Nah.
gonna help, man. Chris Paul's gonna help out with that. Though.
But Chris Paul, he got if he healthy,
All right,
I don't
well,
even
let's-
know if it's.
Yes.
Before you go,
if he healthy.
Before that, then do you think LeBron should have left and went to Miami with those two players? You think he should have stuck it out in Cleveland and let them?
No, okay, wait. Let me answer your. Let me answer your question. So the reason why he left is Kobe Bryant asked for help when he had Smooch Park and all those people. I need help. I'm leaving. Remember he was gonna go.
Yeah,
Wait.
but he didn't
Let me. He was gonna leave and come here at one point. Come to the Suns.
Yeah, I remember that.
But they. Oh, okay.
He was actually gonna go to
They
the
went and got Paul Gasol for him.
Yeah.
Okay, so here we go. LeBron, he did the same exact thing. I need help over here, man. I ain't having enough help. They gonna bring over Antoine Jameson and old Shaq. You gonna leave like what? Like that ain't gonna help.
They didn't have nobody to draft.
But you asked the question why he didn't stick it out. He had Antoine Jameson and old Shaq on his team, the two best players on his team. You can't do that, dude. They could at the time they could have got Amar Stoudemire. Remember that time? They could have signed him, baby. He went to New York. They could have got Amar Stoudemire.
Yeah, but Amari's
When he went to the Knicks, he was hoping.
No, it's
so he
because
came
played
to
with
Cleveland.
Steve Nash. It's because he played with Steve Nash, but that's a different
No,
story.
wait, no. Okay, no, that ain't true because when he went to New York, you remember he set a record for having the most 30-point games in the season. You forget about that? Steve Nash wasn't there.
Did they win?
Just
though?
knees
That-
at him.
But Steve Nash wasn't there. Or Carmelo.
yeah.
So I wouldn't say it was Steve. Steve Nash was a big part, but I don't think if Stoudemire and LeBron at the time, they would have killed. They would have killed, dude. But he didn't get.
Well,
you asked a
I don't
question,
know.
so
That's interesting,
you asked a question. That's why he didn't take it out because he didn't get no help.
Kobe was in the West though. Like that's like a lot different. Like, he probably could've carried that team further.
Look, they could have got Amar Stoudemire at the time with LeBron when he was asking for help. They didn't get him. They could have got
They're
him.
gonna trade him. Who are they gonna trade? Who
I don't know,
Devontae
but they
West?
had a chance to get Amar Stoudemire when he went to New York. They had a chance. So you bringing over old Shaq and Antoine Jameson, that ain't no help. I'm leaving too.
Carmelo when he was young.
Yeah, I'm out too. So that's the reason why I wouldn't stuck it out. He
But I'm
was
saying
there. He was there 9
I
years.
liked him better when him and Dwayne Wade were competing against each other, not on the same. I always thought it was better watching them like compete against each other.
Okay, so that's what 3 teams they gonna compete. Name somebody in the East that was pretty good. Either way,
Boston.
huh? Nah. They was getting old at the time. So like I
It's
said,
the same team that Kobe knocked out. He knocked out the 2 teams that Cleveland got beat by.
Yeah, that's true.
so my brother.
He did have a better roster. though.
So
He
my
did have
brother
a-
just said Houston guaranteed champs. I'm sorry, sir, but that's not going to happen.
Yeah, you better hope Chris Paul shows up.
You know
No,
what? Too?
James Harden is the guy. They need him.
Honestly, though,
I think they will. Though. I think but they're still gonna lose.
So you think they're going to beat the Warriors? I was okay about to say.
Not a healthy. They're not beating the healthy Warriors.
But the thing is, I told Nate when we talk about this, Steph Curry ain't that hurt. He ain't hurt. He getting his rest. He ain't hurt.
Hey man,
Come on, he could play right
Where do
now.
you rank him
Me-
as a
me-
top player? Where do you
listen,
rank Steph?
Okay,
real
Steph
quick.
Curry top. I won't say player, but he's the greatest shooter ever played in the NBA. The greatest shooter. This dude made, not shot. He made 400 threes in a season. Ain't nobody ever did that before. And the thing is, he's consistent too. He ain't had like one season. He had a great year. He got these kids want to play basketball, shoot threes now. He did that. He made 3-point shooting cool because Duncan Duncan was cool for the NBA, but this guy he turned a whole culture around through shooting. So to me, Reggie Miller is up there and Ray Allen up there, but this dude is the best shooter. I ain't gonna say scorer or player, but pure shooter.
his value to
He's
the
the
culture
best.
is
Like you have to be on this guy. You can't leave him open. So to me, Steph Curry is the best shooter. I want to say player and all that, and he got handles too. You gotta forget. Don't forget the handles he got. He can make his own shot. That's why to me he's better than Klay Thompson. People say, "Oh, Klay Thompson, he's better shooter." No, this dude's a better all around player because he don't have to have a screen to do. He can make his own play near the screen to get his shot off. So to me, yeah, I would say Steph Curry is the best shooter ever in the NBA. I don't know. You disagree with that? To me,
No, I think
that's
Is he
what
a top 10 player?
top 10 player
LeBron
right now.
is
Yeah,
the Warriors.
I wouldn't say all time,
No.
Right
but
now.
right now I put number 3 right now.
Put him top 10,
Number
easy.
3?
3 or 4.
You have.
Well, the reason why
I put 3 or 4.
The reason why I asked
LeBron
that.
James, Kevin Durant.
James Harden.
No, Anthony Davis.
Nah, not yet.
Davis.
Not yet. Not yet.
What?
Not yet.
Okay, so
he
that-
top 10,
you know the reason
but I
why
would
I
put him
asked
at
why.
4.
What about Kawhi?
I would put James Harden number 3. I'll put Westbrook. You got me thinking now, and then
And what about
I would
Kawhi?
put Anthony Davis maybe over Steph.
And what
He's
about
showing up
Kawhi,
in the
too?
playoffs.
But you know what? You know what?
Yeah,
I got
top 10.
You know, real quick though, I think Steph Curry. You know, I think he's where I am, like way of thinking. You know, I'm bored. I'm bored with the West right now. You know, we could talk about Houston and all these things. About the West, but we know what's gonna happen in the West. I think my man said it to him, but Jalen, he was like, "Why? Why did you notice that Steph Curry is talking about the second round a lot, and the first round of the playoffs ain't even started?
He know he won't play.
he's like,
yeah, we'll
I
get
ain't
to
sure the second round. You know what I mean? Like, that's true. Yeah, it's probably how he's thinking. But that's how I'm thinking about the West altogether. I'm like, I'm kind of bored with everything, and I think Steph is bored with everything. And it's the, as far as top players and who you put KD ahead of Steph and all that and stuff. That, I think we're doing what we did when KD was hurt and Steph Curry won that MVP. Right? We was all about Steph and his shooting abilities, and we kind of forgot about KD because he was hurt. You know what I'm saying? When he won the MVP. And I think the same thing now that Steph Curry's hurt. You know what I'm saying? We're kind of forgetting about him a little bit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And we say, oh, AD is balling right now.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, he's balling, but guess what? I like AD because he's affecting his team positively.
Right.
He's affecting his team in a way that kind of Steph Curry did. You know what I'm saying? But I can't put AD yet in front of.
Yeah.
I like AD. I do. I think he's ill. I'm not going to put him yet. He has a ceiling that he's far away from, and I'm gonna let him grow first. I'm gonna let
stay
him
healthy.
grow in the playoffs first before I
hopefully
put him
stay
above
healthy.
Steph Curry. I ain't gonna put that pressure on him yet.
So who do you
He
think?
potentially be the better player, but I ain't gonna put him there yet.
Who do you
He's
think is
just
going to
not
have a
gonna
better
love
career
this
between
little
him and Embiid? Anthony Davis and Embiid.
I think Anthony Davis gonna kill him.
If they're both healthy, I know Embiid has.
Yeah.
watch the Sixers
I'm gonna
at all?
say
Yeah, a little bit.
Anthony Davis. I'm gonna say
Yo,
Anthony
so
Davis.
So he's a beast, but he's one injury for being a Greg Oden. That close.
Who,
No,
Joe,
he's
So
already-
don't get too happy.
Man,
He already.
I-
he
You know what I'm saying? He's one.
Dang.
He can't do it back to back. Until he do it back to
Yeah,
back,
he's gotta
then
play
you talk
more
to me.
games in the regular
Play
season.
75 games, Embiid, and then you talk to me.
Yeah.
You cool? Anybody? You cool? You come in, you don't
He's
play for
cool
a week,
too, but
and you
Anthony-
fresh.
And Anthony Davis isn't injury prone too.
But so you
Not the
so
same
you
way.
so
Not
you
the
putting
same way,
Same
but,
way.
but I'm just saying.
I haven't seen him.
so you
let's
putting
see
Embiid.
This is only his rookie year, technically, right?
So
No,
the second
yeah,
year,
technical
second year.
stuff.
So you putting
Because the
Embiid.
technical stuff makes my argument.
8 years.
Yeah,
exactly.
exactly. He played 30
you
games.
know what I'm saying? But I'm just saying, like, I can't put as far as long you talking about. The question was about longevity, right?
Mhm.
Who you
Or
see
over the
more of a
long
long,
run. Yeah,
of a long
over the long
run?
run,
I got to put Anthony Davis on that
Yeah,
above
he's-
Embiid. Yeah, they're very both skill sets in different ways. I like both of their games in different ways. They have very different games as big men,
Mhm.
and I like both of their games.
think
I want
I'm-
to see AD improve.
So
in the
you
box.
so you put Embiid over Boogie Cousins?
No. Boogie's
Oh,
well.
of
So, but the only thing is, I'm sad about Boogie, honestly, because I don't know how he's gonna come back, and
He's
I hope
fine.
he's all right.
He's
I hope
fine.
he's
Now,
all
now,
right.
I
His
think-
mentality,
it's gonna be
he's
different.
fine.
I
He's
think
good.
I think there's a conversation to be had about the way the big men are playing right now.
See, that's
and can
why I
you
like
can you relate that to how they're getting hurt? Because all of them are kind of injury prone. All these big men
That's true.
who
Right
have some
up and
hefty
down.
in the
And I
team.
think
Up and down.
Carl Anthony Towns, I
They're
think he's
moving
overrated.
off the ball more than they
He
used
didn't
to
look
do.
too good in that
I
Houston
agree.
series.
I think he's overrated.
He
I think
didn't look
they put him out there too early.
He didn't look good.
What do you
in
mean
that
out
series.
there? Like, what do you mean out there too early?
They were saying he was bringing the old school big man back. He gonna be the guy. He's shooting threes now. That's not an old school big
What are you talking
man.
about?
Carl Anthony Towns.
Cat, yeah.
To me,
No,
I
no,
think
I don't-
The way
I
the
think he's
game is
cool.
going.
That's
I
the
think he's
only
cool,
old school
but
big
like
man in
the big.
league. Gobert.
So I want to
And Embiid
put
over.
Carl Anthony Towns up there with Anthony Davis, up there with Embiid, up there with Cousins. He ain't there yet. That's what I'm saying. Put him up there.
Well,
He's not there
no,
yet.
You
Yeah,
got to think
but
about
he's-
the way the leagues is offense is changing. It's requiring the big men to move a lot more in half court sets. They got to go stretch more than just 10 feet.
More than just
here and
running
here.
down and getting.
They
set
have
up.
to
Yeah.
they have to go all the way to the top and the elbow to set
Mhm.
screens. They have to move around. Sometimes they got to move around picks and stuff for some of these big men because they trying to give these space. They're trying to open up the space, so that requires the big men to move a whole lot more. So it's putting more strain on them. You know what I'm saying? So
No, I
You-
agree. That's kind of why I'm partial in Embiid, though, because I like big men that play with their back
Yeah, I
to the
like him
basket.
too,
Like,
but I just don't think
I
he.
like yeah.
Rudy Gobert, like
Rudy
that
Gobert,
dude's like
yeah.
old school.
Nah,
man.
Gobert, he ain't in the conversation. Gobert used
What
to
about
keep
Jokic?
playing.
He's good on
What?
defense.
What about Jokic?
Yeah,
Joker's gonna be up there.
How
He's up
about,
there. as a
What's
big
up with
man.
Porzingis?
Porzingis,
Okay,
yeah,
yeah, but
Porzingis.
what's
All
up with-
if
is
you
he
get by
gonna
him,
is he gonna be all
he
right?
gonna be
I
dope.
like Porzingis.
He gonna be
Yeah,
dope.
that dude is
I like
Porzingis is gonna be dope. I'm
Well,
telling you, he gonna change the game, dude. He gonna be that guy.
I hope he does because it looks like he can.
No, he
has
will.
all the skills.
All
but
he need is
can
like
he put
one
a team
more.
on his back though?
Yeah, he will. He need a little help though. That's why he need a little help to get the pressure off him.
Terrible.
Because I think he played too hard and stuff like that. But he's a new age too. Talking about he can't play back to backs either. Like, no, you got to get out there and play back
Porzingis
to
said
back.
he can't play back. He's like 21.
Yeah, that's a big argument with him. So yeah, that's all right. We watching. Yeah. So I'm gonna do something real
If
quick,
Manu
y'all.
Ginobili's playing back to backs. He better be playing back to back.
Yeah. So I'm gonna do something real quick, y'all. So I'm gonna let you guys know that you guys can share this. I know we've been on here a while, so I wouldn't say share now. It's kind of too late. But you can check this podcast out on Podbean. You can check it out on SoundCloud, YouTube, and Instagram and Facebook. So if you guys want to check some of this out, if you miss some of this, I'm gonna post it on there maybe this weekend. I'm the only person doing this, so it's kind of hard. I'll be posting, editing, doing the lighting in here, switching the cameras, all that. So yeah, I got Nate. So I'm gonna put you to work, man. So if you guys want to check it out, like I said, this is my first. My first time doing it like a party kind of podcast, you know. We got pizza up in here, we got drinks, you know. We got not drinks. We got water and Gatorade up in here. But yeah, we having a good time, man. We having a good discussion, different opinion about things. So I'm liking this.
playoff.
So I don't want to be on here like all day. So I think we'll give it another 15 minutes and we'll probably wrap it up, man. Unless it get really good, but I don't want to be on here all day. The long podcast you gotta listen to. So, but yeah, so. So what I want to do, I'm gonna go back to the draft real quick. So
Let's see
what I want to do is I want to go to these. I want to go to y'all and let me know who y'all favorite team is, and then what y'all picks if you can find on your phone, whatever.
Yeah, let's see.
What you got. So
Let's see who
we're gonna go to Alex first since he's a Cowboys fan. What we got going on right now? I know we got the linebacker first. Who's our next?
Yeah, we got the linebacker.
Put your mic on.
Oh yeah. I don't know. I'm trying to load this up right now. Hold on, let me see. Because we missed their pick. They just picked their third round.
You got your picks, Anthony?
Chiefs are actually on the clock right now.
So who's your first two picks though?
First one was
Put the mic to me.
first one was Breland Speaks, defensive end, Ole Miss.
What you think about that pick? You like it?
We need defense. Our defense was ranked 28th last year. We was getting killed on the rush.
So what you think about your boy leaving too? Your linebacker that's been there for years and years.
Which one? Tomahawley or Derek Johnson?
You know I'm talking about Dick Johnson. You know who Tom
Texas.
Holly, whatever his name is. You better get it. You know I'm talking about.
It hurt because DJ said he's always going to come back and retire as a Chief. He said he's a Chief for life.
Did somebody pick him up yet?
No, nobody's
Okay.
picked him up. Andy Reid offered him to come back to be a coach, so I think that would be good, like to coach some of the
That's
younger
disrespect.
linebackers.
If you want to still play, I don't want no coach. I
Well,
want
he's
to play.
35. I mean, he's coming off of 2 Achilles injuries. I don't know
that's
how
true.
you can tell he's lost a step or two, but he still was effective though. It's just they had to put him in certain third down or whatever. Not he wasn't an every down player anymore.
So who's your second pick? You guys got you
the
like
scene
that pick?
we got here? We got Derek Nandi, defensive tackle, Florida State.
Okay.
We're going all heavy defense.
So no offense. You don't need no offense. And I'm gonna ask you one more question too about the Chiefs. What you think about your quarterback?
Oh, I'm ready. I'm ready.
You think he ready for
Sammy
it?
Watkins. Hopefully he can stay healthy.
You guys pick up Sammy Watkins?
Yeah,
Oh.
Sammy Watkins and Tyreek Hill and still got
okay.
Travis Kelce out there. So our offense.
So you know
we got
it's gonna be a lot of pressure on that quarterback. You got to really Alex Smith. And Alex Smith he ain't no big Hall of Famer, but Alex Smith is a solid quarterback. So
It's a
it's gonna be
Cowboys
kind of
problem
hard,
now.
Not in the playoffs.
huh?
Not in the playoffs.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
Yeah, regular
It makes
season quarterback.
yeah, and it made sense to get rid of him because you figure you drafting.
So you had no problem with them getting rid of him?
Well, he was on his last year, and you figure at least get some. We got a 3rd round pick, and we got Redskins Fuller, the Fuller, the brother from the one on the
Bears? Oh, okay,
yeah, his
okay,
brother.
okay.
And it made sense because you figured you draft these quarterbacks and you got him on his rookie contract because you know that quarterback's going to eat up half your salary cap.
Right, right.
Might as well let him play now. And I
Okay.
think he sat behind Alex for 1 year. I mean, that was enough.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
Okay, so Tayshaun, we're gonna say your team and your first two picks, and you like them or not.
You know, the best team in the NFL, the Falcons.
Hold on. We gonna do something right quick with that. He said the Falcons are the best team. We're gonna. This is what we think about.
Best team in the NFL.
Let's do it again.
It should be Super Bowl
What does the Maarcus Hall podcast think about the Atlanta Falcons?
Best team.
Yeah, that's what we think about the Atlanta Falcons. Boo. But okay, who's your first pick?
We got Ridley. You know, he's gonna perform. He said he got a chip on his shoulder right now, being a 26 overall pick. He said he should have went a little further.
Yeah, he should have. He went to the Cowboys.
We'll take him, you know. But Sarkis, whatever his name is, man, I don't know about that dude right now, man. Our offense
what
was
position?
too good.
What position did he play?
Who's
you say Keys?
Yeah, our offensive coordinator.
Okay, gotcha.
He made our offense real. There was horrible last year, man.
Mm-hmm.
Like how we have Julio Jones, Gabriel, all these running backs, and
the year before you was killing it, you know.
Yeah, now we just not even putting up no points. We're struggling.
And I don't want to put you on blast right now, but I gotta do. We still brothers and stuff. But how did you feel about that Super Bowl loss? Like, tell us from your heart, what was you going through?
Hey, I'm gonna be honest, man. I didn't go to work the next day. You know, I was telling you though. I was like, Marcus, you kept texting me like, you got this game. Like, Marcus, no, you cannot cut out Tom Brady.
Yeah, he said it.
Came back and beat us. I was hurt, man. I called off work. Had to hear these fake Patriot fans mouth.
Yeah, it's a lot of fake Patriot fans.
You know what I'm saying? Y'all fake. The only one I know is one person. The rest of y'all fake.
The shooter, he's a real fan.
But even that, man, you know, it hurt. It still hurt, man. But it's all good. We're going to get one this year.
At least y'all didn't lose to the Titans up 21-3 at halftime.
Oh, man. You know, but we was up big.
Yeah.
Big. Like, all we had to do is run the ball. But we're throwing the ball for what?
Crazy. And I know, Nate, you don't really have a team. But what's the team you really excited about, like looking forward to seeing this year? Who's the team?
It's tough for me. I'm so detached when it comes to favorite teams and watching a particular team.
Bengals.
No, man, I'm detached when it comes to teams, man. Like for real. The last time I was like, you know, invested in a particular team, I think I was maybe in my son's age. I don't know, watching the 49ers or something, you know what I'm saying? Watching Joe Montana or something like that. You know, but I don't, you know, it's hard for me to root for any particular team, man. But as far as like, who am I watching? What am I paying attention to? I'm more into the narratives, you know what I'm saying? You know, I pay attention to the narratives of the league and all that stuff. I feel like the NFL is very interesting in how they kind of control things a lot more than any other league.
Mm-hmm.
And so I pay attention to that. You know, and so, you know, the ratings and all that stuff, I'm a nerd when it comes to statistics and ratings and stuff like that. And you know, with the Colin Kaepernick thing and you know, stuff like that. You know,
so what you think about the Kaepernick thing? What you think they blackballing right now?
Absolutely, you know what I'm saying? There's definitely some collusion going on in some way, manner. You know what I mean? Now, the reasons why I think sometimes are jaded a little bit, you know what I'm saying? I think we black and white it a lot. Mm-hmm. But I think the reasons why the collusion and all that stuff is going on is more on the business side of things. You know, but I do think there's some deep issues behind that too.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? As far as what you think good business is, right? So there's business that is profitable, and if you really want to break things down and say this is profitable and this is not profitable, sometimes I don't think the argument of, you know, blackballing somebody is very valid. But if you have a particular model that you are very strict by, which I think that's the real reason, you have a model, a very controlled model as an NFL, and I think that's the real reason why he's being blackballed. Is because they protect the model that they have, that they kind of keep secret from everybody else. And there's some issues behind that I'm more interested in talking about. You know what I mean? Because you know, I don't believe the hype a lot of times. I think they do things to kind of manipulate the narrative a lot. You know what I'm saying? The NFL, and you know, and sometimes we fall victim to. You know, I think we fall victim to it a lot, you know, as far as it's the most controlled league, and it's very interesting. They control things a lot more than all the other things, instead of letting the trends and the tide kind of dictate how you make money. The NFL is very controlled. He's very, very opposite of that.
So you think this year they're gonna do any protest like kneeling this year, or as over with?
No, I don't think so. You know what I mean? I think, the paper, it has spoken. The money has spoken. I think that's kind of like the over thing. It's kind of done with.
That's key.
I mean, there's too much at stake that's coming up. We talk about bargaining chips and stuff like that. The players gotta, they gotta figure that out with the union. Yeah. So it's too much at stake, really, to invest in too much more of that protest stuff. Gotcha. You know what I mean? NFL is a different beast, man. It's a different beast when you talk about bargaining and negotiating and stuff that. Different set of politics, man.
They know they know they got the power.
Yeah,
sure.
The owners do. Yeah, they definitely do.
It's a good old boys club. It's and you're right though. You said a few things there that's like is that really the bottom line? Is it benefiting from it, or is it just what they think is benefiting from it? As the owners, they're stuck in an older mindset and they don't want to be flexible, I guess. Like if anything, that proved to me that they basically like usurped their power. They're just like, this is what it's going to be. You know what I mean? Kind of like, for lack of a better term, kind of put the players back in their place and was just like, if you're going to do it, it ain't going to be on these terms. We can work together on some other way. But, I hope they learn from the NBA. I think the NBA has been a lot more progressive. The NBA has tried to really kind of build bridges with the players instead of just staying how the NFL ownership is, and they're just like, this is our league. You either gonna play in and go by our rules, or you're not. So
and do you think some of that stuff they didn't pick up Kaepernick either? Because I heard somebody also say is if they picked him up, they're gonna lose a lot of endorsements too, like things like that. So is it kind of their fault too, or is it like the sponsorship's fault because we're gonna lose money because we're getting this guy? Even though, to me, I think right now he's not a starting quarterback. You know what I'm saying? Really, he's gonna be a backup. So would you risk getting him to lose all these sponsorships? And
well, that's what we're talking about. I mean, that's
whose money? Yeah, whose money are you losing? That's the question. And whose money do you want to lose? Whose money? You know what I'm saying? But if you're more progressive, like you said, like the NBA, you're thinking ahead. Like, what can we gain out of this? There's something to be gained out of this. There's some social push to this. And if you're progressive in thought, you would think about those things as far as marketing and making money as well. Right. Because that's what the NBA does. You know what I'm saying? They use these platforms that's trending and they use it to market their product. Yeah. And the NFL does not do that. So when you talk about losses, you're not thinking in the progressive state of mind. You know what I mean? So in business, you should always be thinking progressive, like especially in a league like this, NFL, when it's always growing. You got recruits, you got players coming in of different talent sets. They're going to change the tide and everything of the league.
Biggest fan base.
And that's also controlled too, because the quarterback is still the highest marketed player. Why? It's the less entertaining of all of them. If you think about it, games playing and when it comes down to the bottom line and the playoffs and stuff like that, and who's making the plays and who's most entertaining, who's being watched and who's being, but we still paying the quarterback as the highest valued player. But is it the most marketable position? That can be argued. So we're still in this controlled environment in the NFL from every aspect, even the entertainment aspect.
Do you think part of it is because who we have as president now? Because I heard that he wanted to take them away from the tax exemption that they get as a nonprofit if they continue to actually have the new. So I think that has something to do with it as well too.
They just want them to shut up and play football.
Yeah. So that's what we're going. That's what we're going to do too. We're going to shut up about this football. We're going to go to another thing. So I want to talk about this movie. Even though we're not going to get no spoilers, because I know some people out there on Facebook Live.
Don't tell us.
We don't want to tell you. We had one person in here that watched the movie last night. So all I want to do is right here. All I want to do is ask you one question. So. You watch Black Panther. I know you watched that already.
Oh yeah.
So you watched
all the movies.
So you seen so not telling no details. Would you say this is the best Marvel's movie yet, or you say Black Panther will be the?
I don't want to be a victim of the moment, but I think it is probably the best one yet.
Okay.
Well, I have my own reasons for that too. Just because this one kind of changed the game a little bit, or it kind of raised the stakes a little bit.
Okay.
And I don't wanna...
Okay, I know you don't want to spoil anything, but I got a question real quick, because what's bothering me about the promos is kind of raising the question. The question is, for me, is like, is it? I was getting the feeling because I'm less and less excited about the movie, and I get this feeling that it's more of this is familiar, like mush of like just everything just coming together and being busy, and it's just I'm losing steam. Do I have reason to lose steam? Because I just feel like it's just a bunch of everything that we're familiar with.
Batman versus Superman, huh? How that was much.
Yeah, I don't think it's losing steam, I guess, but I think that some of the things they've been trying to do are different than the normal thing. I think I agree. Like you only you watch you can't make like Iron Man 6, 7, 8, 9. You know what I mean? Captain America 12. Like we don't want to see the same thing over and over to that extent. We like the characters and we like what they do, but also we need to know that things are happening or that there's consequences to what happens in the actual movies. So I think that they kind of are understanding that and kind of changing it up. Because if you watch Batman over and over, and every time he's just going to beat the enemies up and then call it a day, like eventually it can get stale, it can get dry. Yeah. So I think they're trying to do a good job of telling a good story and at the same time letting everybody know that it's for real. Like within the first 5 minutes of the movie, you understand that things like it's for real this time.
Oh,
like,
I gotta watch it.
Like they ain't playing around.
That's dope. That's dope. So is everybody here pretty much you love Marvel movies? Is cool with that? So we are all gonna see that movie.
Yeah.
All right. So Alex, so it's worth going to see then.
Yeah,
gotta find a sitter, but go on.
Yeah, exactly. Same here. You know what I'm saying? Because I took my kids to Black Panther. Man, they were just moving around the whole time.
We thought about doing the drive-in, and that way we can make Xander go to sleep. I thought about that.
Yeah. So I want to check it out too. So, but yeah. So hey y'all, it's 8:03 here. I know some places it's 10 o'clock, some places 11 o'clock. So I know we're losing a lot of steam on here. So I think this was a cool podcast. I actually want to do this again. So if you guys kind of free, we'll have a better setup too for Nate. We'll have you on mic, man, because we kind of winged it a little bit. So we'll have it better. So, but like I said, I like this discussion. Like I said, we weren't arguing or fighting here. We was pretty much like having a good debate. I think we have different point of views in here. I think this team, and we'll bring a couple more people. I think we'll have some people on the couch with mics. You know what I'm saying? We have a camera there so you can see. So we can do actually 2 more people in here. So I know a couple of guys. I know Tyler. He might get on here. We might have the shooter. He might come in here. We debate real good, me and the shooter. So I want him in here. We're gonna do face to face. But we always on the Xbox talking on the mic. And I gotta start playing the game because I'll be getting a little heated. You know what I'm saying? So, but not a bad heated. No, we cool.
Good,
so, but yeah, so we gonna have to do that. So like I said, we could put 2 more people in here. Like I said, if the timing is right, we'll do this again. Do a couple more times, because the playoffs are pretty long, and then we could probably come back and talk about the movie. If we all watch it by then, we can talk about what we talk about it then. And then by then, the viewers, if you didn't watch it by then, that's your fault. You know what I'm saying? So we're gonna discuss
I'd be down for that. Look,
on going tomorrow.
Yeah, so
I gotta go.
Yeah, like in a little bit's time, we can definitely talk about.
I'm trying to stay off of Facebook because everybody's
I was just saying,
don't spoil it. It ain't right.
Like, don't say nothing.
Somebody said somebody died, and I was like, man, did anybody die?
I don't want to look, but we're gonna look for it. But don't say it though. We'll see it when we see it. So, like I said, I appreciate you guys for coming in to the for the Maarcus Hall podcast. Remember, y'all can check us on Facebook, Instagram, SoundCloud, Podbean, Apple Podcasts, and soon to be Twitter. I gotta get with Nate, get me on that Twitter too, so we can do that. Yeah. So, like I said, I appreciate y'all, man. We're gonna get the hand claps. You know what I'm saying? So y'all remember, man, we just talking up in here, man. The Maarcus Hall podcast. Peace out. Cool.